Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey daddy,
You fight with nobody.
this a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
You won the bet with nobody.
BoxingVoice.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter. Payday,
BoxingVoice.com.
payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy. That's the plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingVoice.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingVoice.com. Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another one. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, we got some fantastic news to discuss. Obviously, a good friend of the show will be back fighting January 29th.
I already got some pop. Already got some pop.
Yeah, everybody's favorite welterweight is back in action.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
The champion of Florida. Let's go. Keith One-Time Thurman is back January 29th. Couple rumors. They're saying Abel Ramos and, where's my soundbite? There's my soundbite.
Hey, suck my nuts.
Yeah, I'll take that one, man. I was looking for booze. I don't want Abel Ramos, but I will take Mario Barrios. Yeah, why not? Look, we need a tune-up. He's 140, moving up to 47. He fought Tank. Ellerby has some shit to say about Team Thurman. I love it. This what you did, this what I'll do. Yeah, set the stage, Keith. Set the stage. Let's go. I love it. Got me nice and ready. I mean, look, the downside, obviously, it's a pay-per-view. I forgot to tell you that. No bueno. I don't know why it's a pay-per-view, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on PBC side of things. This is what I'm saying. This guy, whoever this billionaire is with Dazn, look at all the inventory they got. Just offer them some dates. You know what I mean? Get some American blood in that space over there because obviously Showtime isn't kicking out any money. I mean, everything is fucking pay-per-view. This is insane. And I don't even know. For Keith, this is a setup. How you going to fight a dude off a loss on a pay-per-view? Two dudes off a losses on a pay-per-view. This don't even make sense. I don't even know that I believe it's pay-per-view now that I'm saying that out loud, right? Like if you say that out loud, yeah, Barrios is coming off a loss. Keith is coming off a loss and 3 years layoff. No way this is a pay-per-view. I think that's a bad source, maybe. I don't know. I know it's Dan Rayfield reporting this, and he's official. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for many years. But I mean, if you say it out loud, Keith off of a loss and legit 28, 29 months off, and then Barrios off of a loss, and they're both on. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if they threw it out there to get a teaser to see how we feel, to see if we're crazy enough to buy it, but it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make economical sense. Like, forget, them testing our chin, just like financial sense. How does it make? Both guys are coming off a loss. One guy was never popular to begin with. The other guy who is popular, it's been so long since he's been in the eyes of the people that it's like, who's really going to remember him to buy a pay-per-view? I don't know. It's crazy to me. But, look, at the end of the day, a fight is a fight is a fight. Thurman is back. He's a player in the division, and it's a good fight. And then, obviously, we got to talk about Mayweather's jealousy, man. Mayweather's hatred. What the hell is going on, bro? And the fact that, Canelo finally came out and responded, kind of, sort of, he did.
Say what?
Yeah, so a fan chose to create this list of reasons why Floyd is jealous.
Wow, who went above and beyond?
I'm trying to find it so that we can screen share because it is very, very detailed.
It's very compelling.
Look, it definitely makes an argument. It shows some things and it puts things into perspective.
I kind of felt like that.
Floyd's legacy is in jeopardy. Look, we talked about this 2-3 days ago, maybe, or a week ago, without having both of their accolades written down side by side. When it's side by side, it's when it's in perspective for real, and you can see like, oh, he is catching up. oh, he is on his heels. You know what I mean? So, wow. I'm gonna look for that. And
it was definitely a little bit of like saltiness.
Oh yeah, he's salty.
There was a little bit of pink salt out there that
the Himalayan salt,
the Himalayan mind. But nah, seriously, you're talking, you're talking about beating them up. You cooked them, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get why. It's almost like if he was trying to, like he was talking to Gervonta. You know what I mean? Like, yo, why you respect this guy so much? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's really.
No, but he was upset with the media too. Like, he's like, oh, you guys praise this guy, man. That dude's easy, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He easy. Like, you a hater.
Yeah, who's he trying to convince?
Himself.
He's not. He was easy maybe to Floyd at that time, but he's not easy work. And nobody's been able to beat him.
No, the funny thing is that, he's so powerful. And this is what I'm saying, right? Like, you're going to get the same guys that defended him for not promoting are not going to defend him for, doing what he's doing. Thank you, Rob. I was desperately looking for that. You're the best, brother. One day, we going to the top. So, they defended him the other day for not promoting, but this is the power of his promoting. You understand? If Floyd says you're ducking, you are ducking. When he told Keith he was ducking Earl, that's it. The world wanted Earl versus Keith. Earl had 14 fights, no belt.
Powerful influence, man.
And now he's saying you're ducking Benavidez. So I'm going to do a poll, and you'll see the power of Floyd. But I like it because I do want that fight. So
I think that's why you love it. Because you want that fight. Because we don't really believe that Canelo's ducking.
I don't believe he's ducking at all, but I do want the fight. And rather than wait, I'm not mad that Floyd's putting the pressure on Canelo to fight him now. The funny thing 14 fights, no belt.
Powerful. Whoa. Can't blame me this time.
The funny thing about that is, bro, that Floyd got the nerve to say this dude is picking and choosing. Like,
don't
you
get
didn't
that.
pick and choose. That motherfucker picked and choose like crazy. What is
yeah.
he even talking about? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's spitting in the wind because I know plenty of people were
Bro, like,
knowledgeable.
we wanted fucking Robert Guerrero and shit. Get out of here, bro. Dude was a featherweight, bro. Get out of here. You made him fit the green print. Like, don't give us that.
That was the green print, and damn, you got to ask yourself, is he coming? What place is he coming from with all these talks? Is it possible to get a Canelo Floyd?
No, I don't believe so.
Like, he's talking like he could cook him now.
I think that the way Canelo is, like, as mature as he seems to me, he wouldn't take that fight because he knows he won't get respect. Like, Floyd's an old man right now.
Man, he was looking young at the press conference. That guy looks like he never ages.
Yeah, but look, Logan Paul caught up to him. Logan Paul hit him, He still was a defensive whiz in that fight. I loved how he was able to just take all of Logan's shots on his guard. But at the end of the day, Logan ain't Canelo.
Yeah.
Logan ain't Canelo. And I don't even want to talk that fight up. Like, how old is Floyd right now?
Probably 44. No, not 44.
I don't know,
Who
because I
knows?
feel like he was exaggerating. He was like, I was 40 when I cooked him. I'm like, I thought you was 36 or some shit.
Yeah, we'd have to look him up, man. He's an
Yeah.
alien, bro. The guy doesn't age.
Nah, I don't know that he was 40, man. I think he was trying to, sensationalize the moment and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was 40 when I cooked him. Like, bro, was you really?
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, okay, 40 years old, cooking champs like that. I mean, but he went on and fought how many more people after that? There's years that gone by.
Floyd fought some people, but we got the facts right here, man. Shout out to Rob, the producer in the background, doing what he does.
Let's go,
And
champ.
now we can just go ahead and screen share this and give you what Canelo retweeted, and then obviously thousands others and stuff like that. So we'll pull up this first graphic. Can we shrink it? Yes, and there we go. And then we'll put it there. Let's see how that looks.
So what are we looking at here?
I guess that's enough to show you, right? Let me see.
What is this graph?
So some fan put this together and called this the reason why Mayweather is so jealous.
Okay,
so,
let's run down the list.
And bitter, all right? So he says here, let me see. I got to move all this stuff out the way. He says, this is why Floyd is so jealous of at Canelo. So he ats Canelo, and he says, and so salty and bitter. So Canelo retweets this. Now, there's Boxing News 24, different websites has already made articles because, again, this is what I keep telling you young fighters out there. A retweet is an endorsement. An endorsement is that you believe in that message, and Canelo retweeted this. He believes in that message. And that's how big a retweet is because, like I said, there's numerous publications. The biggest so far that I've seen is Boxing 24 that have already made an article based off just solely his retweet. But
Canelo retweeted someone else's.
He retweeted this.
That was a huge endorsement for the guy.
Yes. He knows what he's
reading.
reading.
Does it make sense?
Well, I mean, look, it says the credentials, right? So you go to the credentials, which is, color coordinated. Credentials is in purple. Canelo is green or light green. And obviously so is Mayweather. But then you go over to Undisputed Champions. It's only one. Obviously, Floyd has never been an undisputed champ, so he's got a fat 0 right there.
Ooh, 0.
So then champions in different weight classes, Canelo has 4, and Mayweather has been champion in 5 different weight classes.
Oh, wow. So he's about to go into...
But Canelo's about to go to... He still has light heavyweight and cruiserweight. Don't forget.
Makabu's right
and
around
this
the
is
corner.
what it is. His legacy is on the brink of... It's being threatened as we speak.
Records are about to be broken?
They're meant to be broken.
Oh!
So, unified champions in different weight classes, 3. So, Canelo unified 3 separate divisions, and Floyd unified only 2 separate divisions. Ring Magazine's titled Hell, they both equally share 3. Belts won. Canelo's one away because he keeps beating champions. 13 belts won for Floyd, 14 belts won. Now, you can follow me along on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice just so it can be slightly simpler for you rather than just listening to the audio. Having a visual may help. But moving to the next categories, champions faced. Canelo faced 12 champions, Floyd Mayweather 13. Former champions faced 7 of those for Canelo, 9 of those for Mayweather. And champions and former champions faced listed below, and these would be all the names of the fighters each individual faced. And
that's a
list
tight
of names.
That's a tight race.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's a tight race, champ.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna go down the list, but
you can chop it up all the way.
They had. I mean, I think we should go down the list because Floyd's Pretty Boy career was that's what everybody loves to talk about. So he's got Hernandez, he's got Vargas, and I guess I should say their title, right? So former WBC champion. At the time, I guess it was a current WBC champion. Vargas was a former champion. Corrales, former undefeated super featherweight. Castillo, WBC lightweight. Castillo again in a rematch. Former lightweight champ because obviously Floyd beat him in that first one. Yeah. Chop Corley, former super lightweight. Arturo Gotti. Sean Bay Mitchell. Zab Judah. Baldemir. De La Hoya. Hatton. Marquez Mosley. Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Robert Guerrero, Canelo Alvarez, Marcos Maidana, Manny Pacquiao, Andre Berto.
I mean, look, you're going back obviously a little further than Canelo's career because Canelo's career has developed now, right? But
what do you mean going back a little further? You lost me there.
Yeah, well, Floyd was fighting these guys. He started first.
Of course.
So what I'm saying is that comparing these fighters to the times, and comparing them, who has the better opponents? I mean, isn't it a little bit hard to kind of compare?
I mean, I don't know about better opponents. I think they're spot on. Obviously Floyd's early career, you'll never create a new Corrales and Castillo's, but Gotti, come on, man. Like, Gotti was a fucking tough guy. He wasn't a fucking... And Judah, everybody beat Judah. Like, Baldemir, what the fuck is... Ain't he in jail right now? Like,
I thought that was Harry Potter, but...
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to have to give... damn, bro, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to have to give Canelo, like...
But it's not about who fought the better champions.
No, I'm saying who...
Because everybody's in their era. Klitschko's still going to be a Hall of Famer, and he fought his heavyweight division. You can't take that away. But let's do Canelo's. He fought Baldemir as well. Love More Nadu, Carlos Cintron, Sugar Shane Mosley, Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Alfredo Angulo, Islandri Lara, Miguel Cotto, Amir Khan, Liam Smith, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Gennady Golovkin, Rocky Fielding, Daniel Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Calaplan. Calaplan, I'm coming.
Man, I'm just saying.
So look, right off the bat, there's absolutely no Castillos and no Corraleses on Canelo's career.
There's no lightweights there. I mean,
no, but not lightweight. Just that fight.
That type of fight.
That fight isn't there for him. It's not there. But other than that, come on, man. Everything else, okay. So Marquez is the other great. He's a great for me.
When have you seen Canelo, get hit and get clipped? Besides the early on Cotto, kind of shake.
Nah, after that he started to roll shots.
Like you never seen him with a shaky leg, right? Or besides that, so I can't say that. You've seen him one time with a shaky leg. How many times have we seen Mayweather with a shaky leg?
Off bat, Mosley fight with the second round right hand plus Maidana.
About Zab.
Zab, people argue back in the day, if social media would have been bigger back then, people would have been having debates that was a knockdown, that he knocked down Floyd. Floyd's glove touched and everything, I believe.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we could keep on making comparisons. It's close to me now. it's crazy that when you do see it on paper like this and you see the information in front of you, yeah, he's on his
heels. The difference is obviously, Mayweather has, I don't want to call them all-time greats, but he has greats on his resume. Names that will be remembered. Corrales being undefeated, but then having that tragic accident, he's always going to be talked about. He'll never be forgotten. Castillo,
yeah, he'll
always be forgotten because he's the one that gave Floyd that arguable loss, that controversial win. Marquez will always be remembered because he flattened Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Hatton will always be remembered because he's one of the only people to bring 30,000 UK fans to America.
And that knockout helped a lot,
Well, the way Mayweather knocked him out,
the knockout helped him.
So De La Hoya is De La Hoya, and the truth is Mayweather has more universally recognizable names. When it's all said and done, we won't know who Makabu is, but we'll always remember De La Hoya.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, you could say I'll never remember who Hernandez is or Baldomir,
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys that are going to be forgotten. And especially,
but where you see Hernandez?
From Floyd.
Chicken. I think that's false. No. I think because, Floyd actually faced a true champion. That wasn't like a vacant titleist. Like Chicanero Hernandez was, like we were just who were we just talking about? They told us the story. Was it Jeff or maybe it wasn't? Yeah, I think it's in my interview with Jeff. Check it out on the YouTube. He said that. He said that's the difference between like Floyd, the Shakurs, and the Devons. Floyd didn't fight a vacant titleist. He didn't fight for a vacant title. He fought the man in the division for his first belt. He was given a choice, and he said, "No, I want Hernandez." That's why Pretty Boy Floyd was that dude. He was going for the. The best, not the rest. So that win is always going to be remembered. I believe. I think that the writers, the historians, the Troys of the world, the Rami's Corners of the world, they won't let you forget it because that is a moment. You know what I mean? When a young man, that's like Shakur saying, "I ain't fighting nobody but Kambosos." Even though right now that's a little watered down. Kambosos did beat Tio, but the perception of Tio was more threatening than Kambosos, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Like if he would have said, "I want Tio," and Tio didn't lose, people are like, you say you want Kambosos. People see the flaws in Kambosos. They feel like he's still an Australian, and he's still not this invincible champ. You know what I'm saying? Like Tio had a more of a level of invincibility than Kambosos does.
Yeah.
Ironically, Kambosos broke that shit down.
Broke that shit down. No, I get it. And he's how it is, the stigma. You got to defend your title after and make sure that the people know that you are the champ. You give him credit what he did, but I'm still looking at this as a very tight race with this, man. The more I look at it,
I don't know that it's tight. You tripping.
I mean, Canelo still got another 3-4 years to fight.
Yeah, but the names. Who's gonna remember Makabu and Liam and Callum?
Well, I think they are gonna remember him, not just so much for the fighter that he's fighting, but for the feat that he's trying to achieve here. Makabu is gonna be remembered because Canelo chose to fight him.
I hope. I just feel like there's no story behind those dudes. Like, Corrales is Corrales, and he's got that tragic a motorcycle accident. It's like he was this puncher. And then he faced Floyd, and I think Floyd dropped him 6 times in that fight, bro. Like, again, young Floyd made impressions that won't be forgotten because when he faced elite level, he rose so far above the occasion that
well, if you mentioned an important fact, right? Facing the champion, the guy in the division, not taking vacant titles and all that other stuff.
Hold on, they said I don't even know that I can do that. Let me try and do that though. They said change the view, put Do Me on the left. I don't know how I would be able to do that, bro.
Call me Do Me on the left.
All right, now you're on the left.
Call me on the left.
Do me on the left. Hey. Yo, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Punch it. Even though that was me pointing.
That's
so,
how he punches cats, with his fingers.
Use those cactus non-leather gloves over here by Adidas to punch the thumbs up button. Fully biodegradable. And I continue to say it. They just sent it to me. They didn't tell me keep saying it. But I think that's cool. I don't make any money, by the way. I don't have an affiliate link to send you, hey, how do I buy those gloves? I wouldn't.
He's just happy he has the first pair of cactus gloves.
I'm happy about that, and I'm happy that at least Adidas, a global brand, is thinking future for boxing. Again, this is all I got is boxing. I'm not a football guy. I'm not those baseball dweebs. That's not me. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I'm saying. So I'm saying he got another 4 years of fighting. This could look really good.
So you saying catch up?
I mean, come on. It's got to be catch up. Has he ever fought for a vacant title? Has Canelo ever fought for a vacant title?
I mean, probably. I doubt it. I don't think. Maybe.
Because that goes along with the race in this who is the.
I mean, at this level, yeah, he fought for that vacant WBC. It was a unification. He already had fought. Yeah, when he defended his WBA Ring Magazine versus Yeardom, the WBC title was put on the line like AJ versus Vlad. So that's a vacant, bro. Call them vacant titleists.
Vacant titleists. So this is how you start to really chop this thing up to really see who's who. But I think Floyd's still ahead, obviously.
Dog, you know who's who, man. Like Floyd, Floyd's talking that shit because he know what he done. Like,
yeah, he's so sure.
But the truth is, Canelo's coming. That's just the bottom line. Yeah. And once he arrives at the same resume, then people are going to start to break it down. Like, all right, well, he got the same amount of champions, but they ain't the same quality of champion. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the breakdown will come sooner.
Awesome breakdown, though. Man, shout out to whoever did this. This is very cool.
I actually like that about Canelo, man, that he really pays attention. Like, I follow Lalo's boxing, and Lalo's one day retweeted some girl that was like, hey, let's retweet this to see can we put it in the eyes of Canelo, so see if he can help this young girl out, some misfortune girl. Mm-hmm. And, Lalo retweeted it. Canelo follows Lalo's boxing. He retweeted it, and Canelo got in touch with them and gave them the money that they needed and shit.
That's awesome.
And it's like, holy shit, this dude be really on his social media.
Philanthropy, man.
He's not one of these dudes that hired another person to run his social. But I got Fred Robinson that says... See it right here?
Fred Robinson.
Too far for you? I see it. He said...
I got it here, too. Yeah.
He said, did nobody feel any kind of way when Canelo petitioned WBC to skip Benavidez in favor of Yeardom, even though Benavidez was the number one contender? Why are you making stuff up?
I didn't...
Skip? He petitioned to skip? Why would you waste money to make up such a fabric?
You little wordsmith.
Yeah. You like fucking Espinoza right now. Hit him. Come on.
You little.
Yeah, that one.
You little weasel, you.
That's not how McGregor said it. I thought you were going to do a better impression of McGregor.
You little weasel.
But, yeah, no, man. What truly happened and what you don't want the world to know is that David Benavidez partied too hard one night and had a little powdered donut candy on his nose. And then another time, probably, leftovers of those parties, couldn't make weight at the scales and lost his belt a second time. And that's how Canelo was able to get in there. And Yeardom was able to fight for that belt. Remember? But that's okay, keep paying to help me remind you.
No.
I will remind you.
Yeah,
the fact that he said petition to skip.
You made it sound like he was literally dodging them.
He petitioned to skip. What in the world is this world?
I don't understand for why Canelo, says that he won't fight another Mexican fighter, or he represents.
I don't know. I never ever seen that. Like, I really, really, really am waiting for someone to show me the audio of Canelo saying that.
Yeah, I faintly remember hearing it.
Yeah, I want to send me the audio. Send me the audio.
Whoever's available right now? Because then I'd have to get into the phone right now.
I would love the audio. I would play it. I would literally play it if the audio exists.
It was something like I represent Mexico, you know, and along the lines of that. But we could look for it.
Yeah, no, I can't look for it. I want someone. I want them to send it to me because I would play it. I would really play it because I just feel like people say whatever they want because
it's like what Roger Mayweather say. May he rest in peace. They don't know shit about boxing, so
So when they don't know, they don't know. So they gonna just say whatever. Juno.
They don't know sheesh about boxing. Well, I'll look for it in the meantime. But I mean, it is a good fight nonetheless. You know, everybody wants to see a good fight, and I think that Mexico versus Mexico would do huge numbers.
No, listen, and that's what we're talking about. The fact that Floyd, being who he is, the influencer that he is, will push this fight over the hill. It would probably make Canelo challenge himself sooner than later. But from another standpoint, I could see Canelo being like, what the fuck is this guy trying to dictate who I fight?
That's right.
And take even longer now. But Benavidez, on the other hand, he don't play, bro. Floyd said this, and Benavidez got a graphic designer or someone said it. Or someone created it rather, and he already reposted. And again, a repost, a retweet, that is an endorsement of what is being said. And obviously, David Benavidez likes what Floyd said, and all of them do. You go to Erickson Lubin's social media, and he reposted the little clip of Floyd giving him props. And David Benavidez did the same. Let me see if I can find that. I guess it was on his story. That sucks.
Probably was on the story.
Damn, it's gone.
Gone with the wind.
I don't know why they do that story shit. Because that disappears. But, he had like a graphic image of Floyd and all the texts written out of Floyd saying like, yo, Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. And it's like,
why do you think Floyd Mayweather says that? Is it because he wants to put throw shade on Canelo, or is it because he feels like David Benavidez can possibly beat him? I mean, ducking, and I don't know. I think Floyd might know something.
Yeah, right.
Is David Benavidez ready for a Canelo now?
I bet you Floyd don't put money on Benavidez, and he's a gambler. I bet you he won't. He put money on Tyson. I bet you he won't. Come on, he's stunting, bro.
He's stunting. Yeah.
Hardcore.
So it goes all back to the pink Himalayan salt. Man.
I got Fred Robinson back at me. Said Suleiman said himself the board voted to allow Canelo to fight Yeardom. Yes, you're right. Over Benavidez fighting Yeardom. You get it? They voted for Canelo to fight Yeardom over the number one contender because you tell me how's it look. So you lose your belt on the scales, and then we let you fight for the same belt the same night, or rather, you lost your belt on the scales, and you don't get no punishment. So all we do is give you a vacant title shot. Like, what is this dude talking about? So again, the reason they had to vote for Canelo is because what is he? 160-pound franchise champion. So he asked for the franchise status in order to move up to be great. So yeah, they had to vote to allow him to fight Yeardom for the belt over Benavidez fighting Yeardom for the belt, which would have made no sense. Like we strip you, but fuck it, we're just gonna let you fight for it in your next fight. Like that doesn't make sense, bro. Come on. So yeah, man, you got to do your research, brother. You got to do your research.
Let's go, champ.
As simple as that. And remember that this isn't new. That's why every time we talk about this, I bring up Anthony Joshua and the WBA and Vladimir Klitschko, who had favor with the WBA, who was out of the ring for over 18 months. And when he decided to negotiate with Anthony Joshua, who in this case, Vlad is Canelo because he's bringing the vacant belt to the unification.
Okay.
But I mean, he could be both because AJ had the belts too. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was the power of the name that brought the vacant title into this fight. Pastor this?
Yeah. No, man, totally understand that.
So yeah, man.
It's all good. Call me.
Looks like we got another super chat come in.
Super chat. Who's next?
Refresh.
Hit him with the refresh, champ. We're breaking down this comparison. I mean, it was only a matter of time before this conversation happened, right?
Oh, I skipped.
It was only a matter of time.
I went to Fred twice by mistake. But we got Jay Cool. Jay Cool, you pretty new, huh? You new in these streets. He says Canelo doesn't have a Canelo on his... You right about that. You right. Or a Marquez. Or a
Why can't Caleb Plant be the Canelo on his resume?
You wilding right
Why
now.
not?
Bro, because Caleb isn't accomplished what Canelo's accomplished.
At that time when
Into the mic.
At that time when he
Into the mic.
Oh well, at that time.
See how different it sounds?
At that time.
No, just turn it then.
True. Yeah, I'm spoiled
My
here
man's
with this new mic.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, because this is one of the first times that we're actually in studio, so I get to talk to my friend here. Soon, hopefully, it'll be much better than this. But what was I even saying?
You were trying to somehow come up with a
Caleb
weird
Plant.
way.
Wait. What had Canelo done up until the point where he fought Floyd Mayweather? Was he a champ?
He was a unified champion.
He
beat Trout.
Okay.
And unified the title with Trout.
Okay. All right. So that automatically is an up on what Caleb is, right? Caleb was just a champion. He wasn't a unified champion.
Yeah.
But he's young, and I feel like in comparison to where Caleb Plant is, it could have been where Canelo was. I'm not gonna get into the titles because obviously you just cleared that up. But comparatively, I think Caleb Plant's on his way to be in some pretty good fights, and who knows, maybe on his way.
Nah, man, he still wouldn't beat Canelo on Canelo's resume. That's unfair. It's no way. It's about accolades and accomplishments, and Floyd just got a better resume. His resume is better quality. Marquez is a legend. He beat Marquez. He got Marquez, bro. My man beat. Oh my God, bro. The more we talk about it, this dude beat like the legends of the last 2-3 decades, bro. He beat the Golden Boy. That word was created because of Oscar, because he was a gold medalist and he was this, East LA fucking young.
I thought it was De La Hoya.
That is Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya. So he's the Golden Boy. He beat him.
Yeah.
Then you beat Mexico's legend, Marquez. But not only that, you fucking shit on Mexico by beating their young up-and-coming legend. Like, oh, you guys think he's going to be the great? Well, let me smack him around too. You beat Castillo, another fucking Mexican great. I mean, nah, bro. This guy's resume is too thick. It's the quality of opposition.
But some would argue that he had some of these opponents on their way out, no?
And you don't want to open that door. That's Pandora's box for Canelo, When did he fight Mosley? When did he fight Barrera?
Khan, too, was a little bit shaky.
Khan wasn't even in his division. Come on. You know what I mean? We don't want to go open that box. But quality of opposition, that goes to Floyd. But I think that when you think of challenges,
that's what I was gonna go next, man. Because I'm looking at these divisions that he's going through.
Yeah, no,
Canelo's really jumping.
And that's fine. But again, Floyd got the Floyd. All right. So if Canelo challenge, what you think Canelo's challenge? First challenge was obviously,
Mosley?
Trout.
Okay.
First southpaw. His team didn't want him to do it. That was the first challenge. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you obviously there's a shitload of names that we could use to replace Trout on Floyd's resume. You know what I mean? And then his second challenge was Floyd himself, where he lost. Floyd obviously never lost in none of his challenges. But, for Floyd, Marquez is a challenge. For Floyd, Pacquiao challenge. De La Hoya challenge. Canelo, a challenge. You know what I mean? Those are all challenges that he fucking passed with flying colors, bro. That they weren't, they weren't on his level. They just weren't on his level. And in those fights, the world thought he would lose. Like, there's very few fights that we think Canelo would lose in, I
think that these resumes, comparatively, because of the weight divisions that Canelo has jumped up in, it comes down to what you just said, man. It's challenges. Like, who had the greater challenges per fight? And that's another super breakdown because, Canelo has fought a couple of guys that, I mean, Cotto gave Mayweather some problems.
He made him bloody.
And I think Canelo had a lot less problems with Cotto.
Maybe.
And you have guys like Triple G that you could compare to some power hitters like Maidana, and they fought him twice.
I mean, I would say Triple G is way better than Maidana and way more accomplished. He had mad defenses. He's unified 3 or 4 times.
That's right.
Maidana's not on Triple G's level.
So I think that fight by fight, you could probably start to really chop it up. And you just fall into the same things, man. Who had the greater challenge? I think that's what it comes down to when you go to pure boxing.
Yeah, but that's
the
one
title,
of his greatest wins, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't got a Marquez on his resume. And he ain't got a Canelo, and he ain't got an Oscar, and he ain't got a
doesn't have
Pacquiao.
a Marquez, maybe
he
because
ain't got a Pacquiao.
Okay, well, Pacquiao could be
nobody. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop.
Yeah, it can't be nobody. I was looking at the resume,
bro. This guy's crazy, bro. Pacquiao's an 8-division world champion.
No, there's never going to be another Pacquiao. I was going to say stylistically, maybe, but no,
that's
there
what
isn't.
I'm saying.
There isn't.
But that's what you got to tell yourself. Now I get it, because we've had this conversation before. Can Canelo surpass Floyd? But at the end of the day, he can't ever. It don't matter what he do.
Why?
Bro, think about what we're saying out loud. There's only one dude in this world that beat all those legends. Oscar, Pacquiao, Marquez, and Canelo. Who the fuck ever's going to do that again?
Yeah, I can't take that from him. I cannot take that from him.
And the hardest thing is that there will never be another Canelo. There will never be another Marquez. There will never be another Pacquiao. And don't forget that he also beat Cotto in that run before Canelo beat Cotto.
Yeah, Canelo would have to beat a few more like really, really decorated
They're not.
fighters.
They don't exist. That's what I'm saying. There is no for Canelo to beat. Like, who is the new Cotto? He don't exist.
Puerto Rican fighter.
Canelo. The best thing Canelo could hope is that Crawford unifies, undisputes, moves up, beats Jermell Charlo, and they do a catchweight. That's it. That's it.
That's a lot.
But
of
Crawford got to do a lot of fucking things.
Hopping
you know what I'm saying?
there.
Like, he don't have someone with the accolades. Like, Floyd was beating dudes with legit accolades, not made up shit. Like, Marquez slept Pacquiao.
So he's undisputed now. He's 168 pound undisputed, first undisputed champion.
That's it though.
So
that's his greatest achievement.
So where can he find these achievements that you say he lacks, that he can't find? I mean, you
that's
have
the thing.
divisions.
But that's the thing. Even if he goes up and beats Better Beef, who the fuck is gonna remember him? And Better Beef ain't Marquez. He ain't
150 million Russians will remember it.
But this is the thing. He's not Marquez or Oscar. It'll never in 20 million years he'll never be in those books with those guys. Better Beef's name will never be.
Marquez was like a 4-time champion, right?
Mad divisions, bro. Remember, he fought Pacquiao like four times. He fought Morales. This dude fought.
But I think that's
Chris John.
But
like, this dude
that's
fought
circumstantial
everybody.
to the weights, right? Because like these guys are in the lower weights, usually can
bro,
fight in multiple divisions.
You can't take that
like,
away.
If you're 175 pounder, you can only go up so much.
And
you got to
that's not
rely
my
on
fault.
challenges in order for people to look at your resume and that.
But that's not nobody's fault. That's nobody's fault. that's your story.
That's just life.
That's just your story. You know what I'm saying? That's just your story. It's
I
not,
just needed to
you
point that
started
out.
at 75. That's why I am impressed with Kovalev. People discredit Canelo's win, but it's like he started at 175, but he's a 3-time champ in that division. In that era. In the era with Adonises, fucking Bad Chad Dawson's, Arthur Betterbeeves.
But I mean, 3-time champion in the same divisions. He lost his title twice and he gained them back, right?
You lost it to Andre Ward. No shame in that. And and it shows how good you are. You lost to Ward, but you was able to come back and be a champion again.
Yeah, but when you don't lose at all, like Better Beef, and you keep that for years, isn't that better?
I know. I guess he's trying here. I don't know.
I'm trying, y'all.
I don't know if he believes the shit he's saying or
I'm
he's just
fencing
trying.
right now with Ness.
Because the thing is, again, it's the level of opposition. Better Beef beat one champion. And that dude, no one's going to remember Vazdak.
But life is still here.
Actually, we will, right? Didn't fucking Maxim... No. Wait.
Yeah, Vash the nail, right? That's what he retired? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was remembering something different. I didn't know if one of them got injured in that fight.
Well,
I thought maybe Vazdat got injured and that's why he retired.
I don't know exactly. Well, he had a business and everything. He just said goodbye. I mean,
that was a tough fight.
That was a very well. He had a tough fight. What was it? What, Adonis? No. I'm starting to get my my wire mixed up here.
Yeah.
Well, let's stay on Canelo and Floyd because that's where we were.
It's not worth it, bro. He ain't got it. And you know, that's why the move to heavyweight, that can maybe eclipse it. You know, you move up the cruiser, you beat Makabu, and then you beat Rivas.
Holy moly.
Maybe. But those names are not Oscar De La Hoya, Manny, Pac-Man Pacquiao. Like, our children will remember. Their children are gonna know who's Pacquiao.
No
like,
doubt, Ness. I can't argue.
Like, who the fuck is gonna remember Liam
Listen,
Smith?
I cannot argue the fact that Manny Pacquiao has done what he's done and that Floyd Mayweather beat him. I mean, the accomplishments of Floyd Mayweather's opponents, I cannot argue.
Nah.
It's I can't. It's irrefutable. Just, you know, if we start to chop it up with what times he picked opponents, how long did we wait for the Manny Pacquiao fight, you know, we start to like fall into other little sub-arguments, right, of what this resume really means. But
yeah, but this
face value, man,
he's got. I can't let you just fucking. He just
a
little vague brush. No.
I hit him with the. Just got a little dab.
See, we can't use the Manny Pacquiao. You know, what time he fought his opponents. Oh, he waited 7 years. No, because Pacquiao still just beat Keith Thurman. He just did that. So you can't say Pacquiao was out his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pacquiao still went on after losing to Floyd to be multiple times champion versus multiple young people.
He beat Keith Thurman, but he lost to Jeff Horn, right?
Yeah, in a fight that people didn't believe he lost.
Okay, I give you that.
You know? And then he beat Lucas Matisse. And he beat Keith Thurman. And he fought Jeff Horn.
Did he get the best Keith Thurman, though?
I mean,
that was questionable.
I don't know that he got the best Keith Thurman. That's not the argument. The argument is what he did in and out his so-called prime. So it's hard to say when was his prime, and it's hard to say that Floyd made him wait. That's not true because, again, Pacquiao went on to do great things after losing to Floyd. It wasn't like after he lost to Floyd, it was a downhill because Floyd waited so long that he got him on the way out, and it was evident because after that fight, Pacquiao was out. No, he went on to be great after that fight. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, the man's resume is amazing, but it doesn't mean... Listen, two things could be true. His resume and his legacy is better than Canelo's, but he's still jealous and bitter.
All right, so let's just say this. Who took the bigger risks in their career?
Bro, you're tripping, man.
Who took the bigger risks?
Obviously the man whose resume can't be matched.
Really?
Bruh.
What risk did he take that you could compare to what Canelo has done as far as jumping up?
He fought legit legends. That's what I'm saying. Think about it. Doesn't the risk come in, like you said, when Tio was undefeated and he was the man, anybody who fought him was the risk. Like anybody who fought him was taking the risk because Tio was so good. Now think about Floyd. He's challenging prime Oscar. Yeah. Oscar saying, "Yeah, move up, use my gloves."
But the perception of the people, I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to say the perception of the people. What do you think is a risk? You know, if you are challenging champions and you believe you can beat them, I'm not saying that you're not challenging yourself. A risk is a risk. You step into the ring is a risk. You walk out the door is a risk. I don't want to get tied up in the word. I want to know, what do you think about who took the bigger risk in their career that you can say, okay, him taking this fight, he might lose it. Or he took this fight, wow. What is this guy thinking? Like, does he think he can win? When did you ever feel like Floyd was going to lose?
Bruh, you're crazy like this right now. I don't know. He's doing good, I guess, to be the other side. Bro, you would have to Google the odds for Mayweather Oscar. But think about those fights. None of those fights was Mayweather a 70-30. Like, all those fights, at the very least, 50-50, 60-40.
I would have to go back and look at those.
Or 55, 45. Like,
I can't
bro,
say the numbers.
I'm spitballing it, but we're talking about Oscar De La Hoya in his prime. We're talking about Manny Pacquiao in his prime. We're talking about fucking Marquez.
Manny Pacquiao in his prime. That wasn't Manny Pacquiao in his prime when Floyd fought him.
You're tripping.
In his prime?
Hell yeah.
That wasn't prime Pac, man.
You tripping.
Come on, dude. You know
Bro, so what you're saying, if you lose, you out your prime?
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that we would like to have had that fight earlier when he, was a little younger. And then,
That was in his prime, bro. We just established that Pacquiao went on to do great things after that.
Yeah.
How could you not be in your prime for Floyd, but all of a sudden you find some magic?
Losing a horn is not the prime, all right?
Losing to horn. Oh, so you falling on that sword. You thought he lost.
No, I'm not falling on the sword. I'm just saying the record books will say that he lost.
Second time saying it.
Record books will say he lost.
But that's what you're here for.
And then
aren't you part of the voice of the people? So you're supposed to tell the truth. Like, yeah, he lost the horn, but we all know there's an asterisk next to that and move on. Instead,
but that helps your argument.
Instead, you're choosing to fall on the sword, though.
No, because I do understand that there was a lot of controversy in that.
Okay, then. So that needs to be said. Every time you bring up that loss or win, that needs to be said.
Okay, but he lost, right? So just like you said, that he beat Keith Thurman. He beat Keith Thurman.
Controversially in front of 55,000 Australians in foreign soil.
Controversially, a lot of people believe that wasn't the complete Keith Thurman in that fight with Pac-Man. So we could throw dust on here and on there, but what I'm saying is that...
How is Pacquiao not in his... Thank you, Brandon. How is Pacquiao not in his prime when he's 2 years younger than Floyd?
Well, what does that mean to you, Brandon? You think that because I'm 2 years younger than you, and I'm fighting Floyd, I'm still in my prime?
Oh my God! So Floyd's older than you, but he's not in his prime.
Floyd, first of all, everybody's an individual. You know this.
Yeah.
So nice try.
You know what? I got it. Thank you, Brandon. You're the best.
Damn, he getting help.
Where's that?
From all over the place.
Where's that? Here it goes.
Dig a hole. Oh, hey. Dig a hole. Bury yourself.
Bury yourself, Doomy. Let this topic go.
You took my mic?
No.
Yeah.
Let this topic go.
Listen,
Doomy.
I ain't got a shovel, but I could dig it, man. Go ahead, champion.
Yeah, just let it go, homie. It's over. We got D Nice in the building. And he says, "What's good, Papa? Definitely not a Canelo fan, but Floyd always, if it's not him, in the spotlight." I guess you missed the word there, though. I don't know. What you think he meant to say there?
Let's see. That's good, Papa. Definitely not a Canelo fan, but Floyd always, if it's not him.
Always jealous if it's not him? Always bitter if it's not him? Always hating if it's not him?
Always salty. No, just kidding.
Always salt emoji. Like, you can just add the blank.
Nah, I think Floyd just want to make sure that y'all don't
forget.
He
wanted us to have this show and make sure we educate the people. Like, yo, he looked good, but when you dive into his record, it ain't as rich as mine. The ingredients ain't the same.
I think one thing me and you can agree on, though, is that there's still room for Canelo to actually crack some things.
I think what we can agree on is that Floyd had a very,
well planned.
It was a very tasty, beef stew, while Canelo is like a rock soup right now.
A rock soup? Damn, what happened to Campbell's at least?
Yo, you made a soup out of rocks, my man.
God dang.
Nah, look, when we put those names next to each other, they don't compare.
Nah. Is it the guys that Floyd fought just did too much?
That's what I'm saying. And those guys will be remembered forever. And then on top of that, you got to remember Floyd because he's the only one to beat them all, bro.
That's right.
Like, he beat all those dudes. He beat Cotto.
I tried.
Oscar.
I tried.
Pacquiao. Canelo. Marquez.
Yeah, no.
And then for the nostalgic dudes, he beat your Castillos, your Corrales, your Hernandez, your Judas. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Listen,
I tried.
He's a decade beater.
But like I said, I still feel that there's room for Canelo to do more challenging.
Versus who? These dudes ain't never gonna be remembered like Marquez, Cotto, Oscar. None of them dudes will be. Better be like, who the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
But look, all right.
The only dude he could beat Triple G again, because that dude will be remembered because he matched B-Hop's title defenses at middleweight, and you know he's got a little stuff. He had Jordan, a lot of shit. But there's not a lot of people out there.
Accolades, but okay, let's take a guy like Benavidez, and I don't mean to just jump back on that, but Benavidez is a guy who's tough. He's a good fighter. He hasn't lost, and why can't we say that he's great right now?
What the fuck?
Why can't we say that he's
his accolades? I mean, he ain't even like. Come on, he got 2 belts.
All right, well, he has to get in position of get to that.
Are you saying Earl's great right now?
What do you mean? He's a champ. Why can't he be great? He's
great in his division. You saying he's great?
Oh, okay. You think I'm like exaggerating the great part?
No, I'm just saying. A great is like
a good fighter.
Like, how are you a great? All you've done is unified. What the fuck?
Okay.
You're setting a standard too low. So shit.
So great fighter.
You're almost great because you got 1 title.
When I say the word great, I guess I got to take into consideration belts and everything else.
Hell
because
yeah.
when the coach in me sometimes comes out and I'm saying he's a great fighter, meaning just his style.
Yeah.
His ability to fight. So let me just make that correction. I think that he's a good fighter, if that's a better word. He's a very good fighter, and he's a champion, and he hasn't gotten the opportunities just yet to be a Marquez or a Corrales or whoever else you want to go ahead and compare that had accolades when Floyd fought him. So I'm like, there's still time for that guy to get a couple more belts, right? There's still time for him to unify if he's not a unified champion. So
I'm just saying, bro, Earl Spence
Canelo
is
takes
31 years old. Look at what Canelo did at 31. Canelo's done more than Floyd at 31. Again, not level of opposition, though. But at 31, he's done more than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, Earl got to fucking put on rocket shoes to catch up to Canelo, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's not enough greats in this game no more. Floyd beat them all.
During his era.
It's watering down right now, unfortunately, because the new greats are going to be your Shakurs.
The 4 kings.
Your T.O.s, your Tanks, because you see they're record building. Even though people hate on Tank, he's record building. When he finally does fight a T.O. or the Devin, he's going to be this 5-division champ, 3, 4, 5, 6 belts.
Accolades.
You know what I'm saying? And that will go on Devin's resume.
I think that's what they're good at the
record
Mayweather.
building.
Yeah, record building, man. Damn.
But you can't say that because Floyd's record wasn't built. He beat fucking legends.
No, he built it, but he built it his way. See, Floyd, more than Gervonta is out there really calling guys out. Gervonta, I feel like he's like, yo, just put him in front of me, I'll knock him down. But Floyd was actually very vocal. So, I give credit to that. He was out there challenging and chasing and making fun of you, putting on the Mexican sombrero, doing the whole Cinco de Mayo. I mean, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I know I'm confirmed in myself in what you said. He has the better resume, but I'm just looking into the future and saying to myself that there's still opportunity for Canelo to knock some guys off their shoes. There might still have the opportunity to be guys like Marquez and Corrales and guys that'll have more accolades.
Again, if he, and I see you, CYP, you're next after this sentence counter punch. Thank you. If he somehow sucks himself down, beats Jermell Charlo after Charlo undisputes, like, he's got to do crazy shit because, again, Charlo ain't going to be remembered like Marquez. Marquez had a country. Oscar had a country.
Yo, Charlo's a mad popular.
Pacquiao had a country.
Charlo's a mad popular. Remember when we did the study? We did the study with I think it was Egypt, the producer, that or somebody that sent us the analytics.
Yeah,
to their pages.
They're
mad popular, so it's like, why would you say that they won't be remembered? Like, we're living like, because you're coming from like you're coming from like a legend's love.
No, but this is the thing. I'm being specific. I said Charlo won't be remembered like Marquez. I compared him, Marquez and Oscar. Like, they got countries. Pacquiao got a country. Like Floyd fought dudes with countries. Look, Canelo, Marquez, Pacquiao, Oscar.
Nah, undoubtedly. Mexico is
Cotto
that
was
country.
Puerto Rican. No, but he fought dudes with countries that are legends in their countries. They won't be forgotten. Their country won't let you forget them.
You're totally right. Ain't nobody Mexico is not forgetting none of the guys.
Does America love Americans? Or are we going to not let you forget Jermell Charlo? Come on, bro. And all he did is what? If he undisputes 1 division. Meanwhile, we got dudes that we got to not let you forget, like Crawford, who undisputed 1 division, unified another division.
What's good about they're twins, man. You're never gonna forget about the twins.
I hear you. Hopefully you're right, but again, that still means Canelo would have to suck down to go fight him to put him on his resume.
So you think Canelo's like gone? He will never go down to
I'm
that.
not saying that he won't. I'm saying
Cause suck down, it's like damn. I'm
just saying, champ. Look how hard it would be for him to achieve greatness. He got to go fight Charlo somewhere in a lower division because there's not a lot of dudes out here with accolades that could help him get to that Mayweather resume. But let me get to CYP, bro. Sorry about that. Go for it.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yup.
All right, listen, when it comes to the weight divisions and what he did, you can't give one boxer credit for doing it and another boxer credit for not doing it if they both fought at the weights they can actually make. Floyd can make 147, he fought there. Floyd can't make 160 or 168, so that's never going to happen. Canelo can make 175, 168, so it happened. If you can make the weight and you fight there, it's the same as another dude doing the same thing. It don't matter if who's bigger or smaller. Crawford can't make 175, so he's never going to fight there. Can't give a dude credit for 175 if he can't fight there. Now, this is the last part. Oscar De La Hoya, Zab Judah, Hatton, Hernandez, Pac, Cotto, Castillo. Castillo, 27-28. Cotto, 31. Pac, 36. Oscar, 34. Hernandez, 32. Hatton, 29. Zab Judah, 28. Those are all Hall of Fame caliber fighters. Now, Canelo, Kovalev, 36, Triple G, 37, Cotto, 35. Mosley was 40 years old and hadn't had a win in 3 years. Those are the notable Hall of Fame fighters on both of these dudes' resume. It's not even fucking close. Canelo got a lot of work to do because the names on his list, them dudes is old timers.
You're right, man. You're right. And that's what I told Doomy. Don't fucking open that door of age. Because you're going to shit on Canelo's resume. He fought older men. Floyd was out here fighting his prime, but I want to shout out real quick. D Nice just became a member. My bad. Let me see what and then we got we went to Fred. Now we got Alex Vega.
Alex Vega says, thank you. He says, stop with the Benavidez duck talk. No one, I guess, to blame for David losing his belt twice, but himself. WBC promised Yildirim because of his fight with Darrell. Exactly, bro. They just get mad and they want to, change the truth. It's like, oh yeah, he petitioned. No. David did what he did, put himself in his predicament, and he knows that. He says that. We got another one here from Alex Vega. Alex, I think, is out here in Florida as well. Vega.
He says, Canelo's first world title was the vacant WBC junior middleweight strap against Matthew Hatton. Floyd is a league of his own. Fought champs off big wins mostly. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell my good friend over there.
I have a... Well, I'm going to call it the gut punch from one of our super mechs. Has something to say to you?
What is that?
He's saying Mayweather should only get the same credit for Marquez that Spence got when he beat Mikey Garcia. Marquez was the champion at 135 going into Mayweather fight, same as Mikey going into Spence.
And that's fine. And that's why everybody, 55,000 people, what was it, 48,000 people that showed up to the Mikey Earl fight because they believed in him. Don't be mad at Floyd because he beat the dude you believed in. And another thing is Mikey could never stand next to Marquez.
Wow.
He's got his own legacy in Mexico, but he'll never be Marquez. That's what I'm saying. Floyd got dudes that will never be forgotten.
So he's hitting you with...
First of all, Marquez is on ESPN Deportes. He's been there for the last 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? We'll never forget Marquez. Stop fucking lying to yourself.
He's trying to bring up Margarito now.
Bro, Marquez is at every big fight.
He said that Mayweather might have dodged Margarito.
Yes, there is.
And
there is some clinical data.
And he sent me the data.
There is some data that may indicate that he swerved the Margarito fight. But, this is going to be the argument of the Mayweather extremists. How am I avoiding Margarito when I fought for Unified? Or back then, I think it's Unified because he's never been undisputed.
Yeah.
So I think he chose to fight Valdemir for more belts.
Lord Valdemir?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me read this. I just, look, if you recall, Floyd was loudly proclaiming Arum to be the greatest promoter of all time earlier this year. But when Arum tried to make Floyd fight Margarito 3 times by offering him a career high of $8 million plus pay-per-view upside, Arum suddenly fell out of his good graces. I guess you're only the best promoter to Floyd if you protect him with the $1 million safe legacy fights against 35-year-olds with 9 losses. And most importantly, you don't try to force him to fight certain fighters like Antonio Margarito, who can brutally knock him out in front of the whole wide world. This is all just another lame excuse from a marvelously talented but mysteriously hesitant and reluctant fighter who doesn't seem to have whatever. And this is something from the Boxing Archives.
And look, the truth is, fights have to be fought.
They do.
Because styles make fights, and it that style is perceived to give anyone problems. And we seen that with Maidana, and obviously Margarito was a bigger, fresher version of Maidana at the time that he was supposed to fight him. But
a scary dude at that time.
But what Supermax is failing to realize is that he probably was still in the crib when Paul Williams beat the shit out of Margarito with his little hand wraps. So if Paul Williams
with his little hand wraps.
So if Paul Williams, who couldn't fight or hold the candle to Mayweather, could do it. And he gave up his height. Anybody that watched Paul Williams know he wasn't a fucking Tommy Hearns. He didn't fight tall. He wasn't Vlad. He gave up his height. He swore he was an inside fighter. He took mad shots, and he still beat Margarito with plasters. So don't give me that bullshit that Floyd would have lost to him. Did I want that fight? Yes.
Well, this is an article from 2006.
But Floyd wasn't going to lose to him. He wasn't. Let me end it in this.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he would have not been the underdog in that fight.
I think that's a dream fight, right? Because I personally think that Margarito's
Bro,
one of
Pacquiao little ass broke Margarito's rib or backwards, or Margarito broke his rib.
Yeah. It was Pacquiao that got a broken rib.
But he broke Margarito's orbital bone.
Yeah, he
his eye
destroyed it.
He looked like fucking a pirate right now.
Bro, my man was looking like a lichen.
He looked.
I was like, damn, he looks
Whoa.
scary. Yeah.
We going to hell for that. Oh,
listen.
shit.
This is an article from 2006. And that's April 24th by our friend over at Boxing Scene, Dan Redfield. But he was writing for ESPN at the time. And I'll just read the circled part because I think I read the other part. But let me read it all together. Pound for pound, King Floyd Mayweather Jr. rejected promoter Bob Arum's $8 million offer to fight welterweight titleist Antonio Margarito. And he instead exercised the provision in his contract to buy Arum out and become a promotional free agent.
Yeah.
And Arum told ESPN on Monday. And then the circled part of Supermex, who's participating in Border Wars this Saturday, December 11th in Plant City, Florida at the White Sands Boxing and Fitness Center. Go get your tickets at Event Groove. Quick little plug for our Border Wars 13. And it says, according to Arum, Mayweather turned down the career best purse to meet Margarito on August 12 on HBO pay-per-view instead of opting for free agency by buying Arum out of their deal for $750,000. I did hear from him, Arum said to Mayweather. He decided not to fight this summer. I made him a tremendous offer. I think Margarito is the riskiest fight for him of anyone out here. Yeah. So, some of this stuff is, buried. And, when you're doing what you're doing, beating guys, beating champions, people are not going to remember the little things like this. And at the end of the day, even though this is true, he still has beaten more champions and done more. And we saw the resume. It's crazy because I didn't know this much about it. I remember Floyd buying himself out and stuff like that, but I didn't know that it was intertwined with this Margarito fight. Pretty interesting stuff. And that's yeah. Who's next? Paul.
I got super chats.
Super.
And I just want to go on the record and say this. Remember, I'm the same dude that said Floyd could have beat fucking prime Triple G. Not tripping, man.
Yeah.
Margarito had nothing for Floyd. Not in my opinion. Nothing.
I think the size at that time, you think would have.
Bro, I never did my fucking poll. Lord have mercy.
Wow.
It's just been there.
Damn. Well, we're about to hit y'all with the poll because we didn't press the send button.
I never pressed send. Fudging hell. Fudging ham.
Yo, is that the chat like racing at 100 miles an hour there?
That is the chat. That is the chat.
Damn.
That is the chat. We got Los Nerviolas who says the only reason why Floyd is saying that is because Benavidez is with PBC. If he was with Top Rank, nobody would care about Benavidez. I hate all of this. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think that that's not true because I remember when Top Rank was really moving. When they were really moving, what's this guy's name?
Top Rank was moving who?
Gilberto.
Zurdo? Ramirez?
Yeah, there was slight talks of Gilberto and Canelo. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Bob wanted to make that fight. So I'm not going to say it's because it's PBC. Dude, you got a fucking 168-pound Mexican. Like, stop.
It's not even so much.
It's not common.
He's doing it.
No, but it's not common. You know what I'm saying? So you got a naturally big Mexican, and then you got a Mexican star that moved up to that division. It's the obvious fight. Like, stop acting like we didn't want, and by we, I'm just generalizing the boxing public, but like, you know, people wanted Jaime versus Canelo, and Jaime wasn't even ready.
That's true.
Yo, every time I post it, I got the picture. I post it every so often, and I get mad comments on it. Like, go check it. People want Jaime Canelo.
I think that the public, and I think the Mexican public, the Mexican nation has to call on this fight, bro, because if Canelo is saying that he doesn't want to fight the fellow bro from Mexico,
Canelo on some bullshit. If he said that, I don't have the audio. That's what I said. Find the audio. I don't think you should say that. People be lying. You know, Mr. PBC said that a long time ago, and he should have been able to produce the audio.
So when was the last?
I don't know. I never seen that. All I'll say is this:
what was the last Mexican fighter he fought?
Morales Barrera. They was Mexican. So Canelo, if he did say it, get off that bullshit. Mexico was built on two dudes killing each other. Fucking Chavez and Arce just fought at 58,000 years old. Like, that's a lie.
That was actually a good.
That's a lie. Mexicans were meant to fight each other. Like, it's a war. Battle of who's the toughest warrior. Fuck out of here.
Ooh, I like that.
You know, don't give me that bullshit. Like, nah, we're both Mexican. Let's go to war together. No, go to war with each other.
¿Quién es el más?
¿Quién es el más guapo?
Hey,
like, don't give me that shit guapo, now. Man. All of a sudden, it ain't about who's the toughest because he's Mexican. No, that's ya slogan.
¿Quién es el más chingón?
No. ¿A quién le van? ¿A quién le van? Aquí está su gallo. That's Canelo's exact words. So it's like, you know what it is. You know how your fan base, they consider y'all like fighting roosters. That's why he said, here's your rooster.
Yeah.
You know, who you going for?
That fight would be tough.
Rooster.
Very tough for David. I think that he would be ready.
Peter about to get at Canelo.
Who?
Peter.
Yeah. Who's Peter?
Cockfighting is illegal, bro.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it really is.
Oh, this guy. Look.
Of course it is.
Look, this guy.
Nah, man. Yeah, definitely illegal.
Who we got? Alex Vega with numero tres. And Mr. Vega says,
see,
more facts. This is what I'm saying. These Benavidez fans, they're like, that's good though. That's good for Benavidez.
Mr. Vega going in hard right now.
He's got a cult following, but Alex Vega says Benavidez was due to fight Yeardom, but they chose Angulo instead due to COVID. He lost his belt on the scales, leaving it vacant, and Avani waiting. That's right. But somehow the Benavidez fans say Canelo petitioned.
Yeah, like I'm really running.
Yeah. We got the best dad ever that says, is the Ninja Turtles better than Master Splinter? Is the Karate Kid better than Mr. Miyagi? Canelo won't ever be better than his teacher. Two laughing out loud emojis. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you sounded like Schnarr from Thundercats.
That was pretty good.
But wait a minute. What do you mean his teacher, bro? Yo, y'all are crazy.
Bro, after
wait.
that,
You gotta let me rant. You gotta let me rant.
You gotta know.
Why is it that all of a sudden I fight this era's probably greatest fighter? Let me just give it to him. Greatest fighter.
TBE.
As of now, TBE. And all of a sudden, he learned everything from Floyd.
Does he not use Floyd's moves?
Bro, he was using that before that.
Actually, Canelo, literally, I remember that part. It's on IMBD. And right after Floyd beat Canelo, you don't remember that part where you couldn't really hear Canelo? He was like, and Floyd was like, what? And he was like, what? And he was like, Can you teach me some moves? When the music...
Can you teach me some moves?
remember that shit from Bruce Leroy? Well, that's what happened, bro. He learned the shoulder roll. He learned how to roll shots because of Floyd, and he got his head movement intact. After he fought Floyd, he's like, damn, let me do my head movement.
Listen. Let's cut it out.
Come on, now he ain't the teacher?
He's definitely not the teacher.
Yo!
He was...
Mentiras.
Listen. He's not the teacher, right? But he was one of the teachers. Because every opponent you fight,
how many times do you think he watched that
them.
fight since he lost?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was studying
Millions.
Floyd. I'm pretty sure he studied Floyd, but it was different when he got in there.
Bro, I would have cried after that fight because he literally didn't hit Floyd for 12 rounds. It's like, yo, that's embarrassing.
He looked like a young kid in there.
It was embarrassing. The way Floyd was just like, it was like a fucking ice skating show. It was like watching like them do some shit on the ice for the Olympics. It was like the way Floyd was avoiding shots in there. It was insane.
Yeah, I remember Reynoso.
That was embarrassing.
Reynoso even said that, that Floyd is...
That shows how strong-willed he is,
He said Floyd is probably the best fighter in this earth, probably in this galaxy.
No, I'm telling you, man. Guardians of the Galaxy exists. Floyd's one of them.
Let's go, champ. Next up is the Axiom.
The Axiom says...
Chee.
Floyd said David because he is in partnership with PBC and Heyman. Promotional tool to keep PBC fighters in headlines, or they fishing for more Canelo pay-per-views.
See, we got some woke fans out there. You know
I mean, but again, three things could be the same. Those two that he said, plus him ducking.
Yeah, see, you got some woke TV fam up right now. This is what I'm saying. These things matter. This guy's a PBC guy.
He's a guy.
He's the guy. And come on, why is he not gonna? Who else could he have mentioned this in that division?
Who else is Canelo ducking, bro? Like, there's nobody that's even like remotely could be considered him ducking. Let this fucking dog in, bro.
Uh-oh. Come to me, March Hard. It's the best dog in the world, by the way, guys.
Best crybaby in the world.
It's like, yo, I just want to sit next to you. But, yo, I gotta say that matters a lot. So, shout out to you, Axiom, because I believe that that's a big influence in what he said. Even though I can't take it away either, because obviously David Benavidez is somebody that's really shouting out for Canelo. And I mean, he's doing the do. And what do you think about him jumping up to the caliber of fighter Canelo is straight up? Are you seeing his opponents as of late? Is David Benavidez ready for Canelo, like right now?
I mean,
Does he fight a Caleb Plant first? I mean, come on.
Nah, Caleb ain't look ready when I seen him this weekend.
Okay.
Didn't you see him?
Yeah, I saw him. But I'm saying...
You went and talked to him or no?
I didn't.
Oh, I went and talked to him. I don't know. On the real, I even felt like he touched his eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it bothered him and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But I ain't want to say nothing, but I'm like, did I just see that shit?
Nah, them shits have after effect, bro. That shit gonna take a little bit.
I should have asked because people were rumoring that he had his shit broke. But I ain't asked. I was just more happy to fucking
just say what's
see
up,
him
right?
and say what's up.
It's crazy, right? Long time, man.
And just congratulate him. I thought he did fucking marvelous. Obviously, I thought he was gonna do stupendous and get to the 12th. But I still thought
he got there.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm saying he got there right at the door, and then just got shut in front of him. A lot of people were planning on.
It's still those championship brands that meant for champs, man.
Canelo
and that's
hits
twice.
hard.
That's twice now that he's been able to turn it up in them championship rounds and get the guy out of there. Kovalev in the 11th and Plant, that was the 10th, right?
Canelo you could count on. You can bet on Canelo for the late round stoppages.
But again, it's not the level. I mean, could he have knocked out a Marquez? Could he have knocked out a Oscar? Could he have knocked out a Cotto, which he didn't?
I think that the champions you just spoke about would have probably tell you that shots like that from Canelo could have caused damage to them. Canelo just hits very hard, and that's one thing that a lot of these legendaries.
He ain't hit Floyd, who was smaller than him.
Yeah, but like, who has he missed as of late? He's always on your face.
But that's what I'm trying. That's my argument. Of course, he can't miss as of late because all the greats, they're gone. Floyd beat him.
But there's still some pretty decent guys out there.
Who?
Straight up, where the owl at? Nah, man. There's it's light. It's light. There's not a big big number of people out there that he can drop down to, especially with the weight gain that he's had now. So we got to kind of limit these candidates to certain weight divisions. You don't see Canelo going down to past 160, under 160, correct?
I mean, if he wants some greatness, he might have to, man. He might have to go after the younger Charlo if he can beat Castano.
Holy shit. I think that his limit is at 160, man. I don't see him going back.
I don't know, man. Short guy.
Yeah, but I don't look. Maybe
at his own time. I'm not saying beat Makabu and come down to 160.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
But let me get to the super chat. Los Nebulas back with numero dos. Shout out to you. He says that type of caliber doesn't exist because all these fighters are trying to protect their O, and that's not Canelo's fault. That's Mayweather's fault. And I'm not saying you're right. It's Mayweather's fault. I'm saying you're right. A lot of people are waiting for the big Canelo fight to lose their O. Benavidez and Plan didn't unify, and instead, both of them probably getting an individual shot at Canelo versus a unified champ fighting Canelo. And that's what I mean.
That dampers Canelo's resume.
Exactly. There's no great fighters to beat. You need the accolades.
Need these guys fighting each other. We've been calling on that shit for a long time. These fighters need to fight each other and stop just chasing the golden ticket and make a name and a statement.
People want financial freedom, bro. It's easier to go for the golden ticket and secure your legacy, your financial legacy. But let me get to Fred with the numero tres, even though I see that you got cuatro.
Are you with me?
Thank you, Fred. You're with us. He says, beating Charlo, Andrade, and Benavidez will solidify Canelo's career. 100 emoji. Negative.
Negativo.
Negative. Maybe little Charlo. Fucking Andrade beat who? Done what? Like, who? What the fuck are we talking about? That's what we were saying, that the names on Floyd's resume, these guys are doers. These gentlemen have done in their career. They're not going to be forgotten because what they did. Oscar will never be forgotten. He is a dude from East LA, fucking Mexican-American dude that won a gold medal, bunch of titles, became a fucking promoter, helped other people from his inner city community. He'll never be forgotten, man. Like, let's stop fucking lying. You know what I mean? Better Beef has done what? What is he doing? Where's his promotional company bringing on new Russians? It's like, there's no legacy there. We got to stop.
He's popular in Russia, though.
Where's his promotional company? Again, if you want to make him Oscar, show me he's Oscar.
That's right. Yeah, these guys, these opponents, sometimes they lack a little bit of the luster, just because the eye is not, the camera's not on them enough, or they're not involved in promoting. I guess they have to become these figures, in order to for Canelo to be seen that way.
Yeah, man, they got to do more, man. Nobody's gonna give Canelo credit for Andre.
And I mean, can Canelo do that though? Can he say yo, listen, I'm gonna give you the shot if you beat this guy?
Yeah, he could get on his Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn shit, but he doesn't.
I think he needs to do that.
He doesn't.
I think Canelo has more control over the pieces on the chessboard than he likes to.
But he did that with Andre. He said you fought nobody, so now we're waiting for Andre to fight somebody.
Yeah, but that's one case. How about Charlo?
Jamel, he's not talking to Jamel. Jamel got 3 belts and a Ring Magazine title. He talking to, and look, he can't be talking about Jamal because Jamal beat Trout, and Canelo knows who's Trout.
Yeah.
The thing is, Jamal didn't beat him better than Canelo. I don't know. Did Jamal put Trout down? I don't think so. I remember Canelo put him down with a straight right.
Yeah, he gave him the shaky leg.
Mm-hmm. We got Casanova boxing.
Oh, okay.
Casanova boxing.
I like the little take he did there.
Yeah, and he says
Kazaknova.
He says only list that can match up the Floyd is Ali. You're right, buddy. And even that one falls short because Ali had the losses. But then your nostalgic historians say...
That's Ali's legacy.
No, but the nostalgians and the historians will say that it's because Floyd didn't fight the level of opposition that Ali fought. They'll talk about the Norrises and the Fraziers and all those people that Ali fought and say how much greater they are than the people that Floyd fought. I wouldn't know. I'm not a historian. But
Heavyweight too, you know, he was the heavyweight.
But that is the.
He did so much outside of boxing. I think they know you're gonna have to be some pretty prolific guy
to surpass
to
Floyd.
surpass Ali. To surpass Ali. Ali's in his own light.
Again, man, I think it'll be argued. I think that when I argue that Floyd's resume is better than Ali's, people are gonna argue with me that Ali's opposition is better than Floyd's. Yeah. But I'm not a historian. You know what I'm saying? They won't even say that it's better. I think they'll say that it was more dangerous, you know, because the Ali era.
Let's stick to boxing, right? Because I think that would be probably the fairest thing to compare it to. Because I think that Ali he was just involved in too much outside of boxing, and I know that, you know, even Floyd. A lot of people don't know, but he does a lot of, you know, philanthropy, and, you know, he donates and does a lot of good.
He gives away turkeys every.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who give away turkeys, but he does a lot more than that. And people.
He got a marathon foundation where they run. Yeah. He's got a lot of shit. I get all the emails.
He got a lot of stuff going on that's good. So I think it's about the times. You know, is that Ali was in crazy times. You know, country was going through a lot. He's so special because of what he did during those times. But, you know, you got to give Floyd credit, you know, for the things that he does. You know, with this hand, it doesn't let the other hand see, you know, because there's honor in that. But, yeah, whatever. Who's
all
next?
right, well,
Chuck
then we
Supremacy.
got Chuck Supremacy, who says, you can be popular, but after retirement, you can be forgotten. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Shout out to you, baby.
Shout out to 50.
Yo. Fucking dog. She wants us to hear her nails. She's just going to walk around all day now.
She's going to plop right there and just go to sleep.
I don't know. I think he meant CYP, but D Nice with the super chat says CVP, 100% correct. So you think he was talking about CYP? CYP sends you a internet pat on the back. Fred Robinson with another one. Yo, I need to. Oh, Brandon is out there. So which another one I need? Because when I play this one, Keem says it's gay. Shit, you're not supposed to say that, right? My bad.
There's another one.
But yeah, you know,
and another one.
Because this is another one for Fred. But there's another one, right? Don't Biggie say there's another one, some other way, or another like?
I remember this one. It's another one.
Yeah, but they said nah, because that was meant for a girl or whatever is what they said. But anyway,
it does sound like.
We got D Nice. We did that. Next up is Fred Robinson. That's why I played. There's another one. Because this numero cuatro right here, man. Thank you, champ.
Hit him with it.
He said, no, I hit him with the alarm already for the number 3. Next up is a bomb at 6. We got Fred Robinson that says, what weight will Canelo fight GGG at that he can fight Charlo at? That he can't fight Charlo at? 68. And by Charlo, you mean which Charlo? Jamar or Jamel?
Big Charlo.
Because Jamel is the one that he needs to fight to get that accolade on his resume if he can beat him. You know, fighting Jamal right now, like, yeah, it'll, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if he fights Andre right now, he's gonna satisfy the hardcores. But when we have this conversation of resume and legacy, Andre isn't gonna help his resume or legacy because Andre's got nothing.
Yeah.
Kazakh Nova Boxing and More says Floyd ducked Thurman. That's why the WBA Super exists.
Oh snap!
It's true.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. But it's not a true duck.
Duck
man.
me, son.
I mean, I guess it is a true duck because it's the same Canelo Charlo story. It's like I'm not fighting you, you fight him, or it's just like an AJ Wilder story. Because Floyd was like, I'm not fighting Thurman. You got to fight Earl. You know what I'm saying? And he created the Earl Spence roadblock, and then WBA elevated Thurman from regular to super. When he beat Diego Chavez, I think he became the interim or the mandatory, something like that. When he beat undefeated Diego Chavez, which was a good fight, man. Good fight. But big supermercado. I mean, no, Supermex. I always think of Vuelto Mercado and shit.
And that's thinking about grocery shopping.
We got Supermex that says, what I'm saying is, Floyd at one point had the same narratives we give to Canelo at this time when you're the biggest names. That's what comes with it. I guess, but Floyd's legacy obviously is holding up under the magnifying glass, champ.
Yep.
His fucking names are great. His names are great under that resume right now, bro. It's just insane to think that he's got that many legends, though. He's got Oscar, Cotto,
the
Marquez,
timing is it
Canelo.
his career's timing couldn't have been better.
Wow.
It's like it's almost like he knew from the very beginning, like, yo, this is it right here. You know, I'm gonna take on all these guys now. I gotta beat them now. This will never happen again.
It's crazy.
And he did it, man. He did it.
Gallo Fino, Canelo didn't touch May. May himself was on video talking about seeing his doctor for the elbow Canelo was touching up while he was getting his thigh rubbed because it was in pain from Canelo shots. Bro, hitting me on the elbow? Stop it, man.
Yeah, Canelo does that, though. He likes to
No,
break
I know,
guys
but
down.
that's meant that he hit him on the elbow because Floyd was blocking.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, did he land shots, man? Come on. Oh, he hit him on the elbow, hit him on the hip.
It wasn't clean. Gotta wash it up.
Yo, Canelo fans thirsty, yo.
Clean that up real quick, bro.
And they begging for that rematch. I would never want Canelo to fight Floyd at this age. You're going to get zero credit. Floyd would have to come back and beat like Earl.
Can I just say something?
And then I'll be like,
I feel like you're wrong. I think that if you knock that off of Mayweather's record, it's over. It's like,
bro, come
you've
on,
accomplished.
man.
You've accomplished. Listen,
bro. Stephen A. Smith will be saying that this is like, we need to be careful. Like, Floyd could get hurt at this age fighting Canelo.
Yo, but Floyd's saying that he's easy work. That he
easy work.
Oh, he said was?
That's what he meant.
Oh, did he say? So you talking for him. So you saying that he meant to say that.
Hell yeah.
But what he really said was like,
he don't mean now.
He easy work.
Not right now.
Okay.
He better stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Better stay out that ring. He don't want that fight. He don't want that fight.
He
know he don't want that fight.
What's changed?
Bro, his fucking age, his reflexes, bro. He's older. You crazy? He'll die in that ring.
Damn. By decapitation.
Bro, first of all, there's no weight that it could be done, so he'll really die because he'll have to move up. He'll have to move up to make the fight. Canelo, what are you going to do? Suck Canelo back to 52? It'll never happen.
You really think that he's still walking around at 147 or?
All I'm saying is his optimal weight was 47, and it'll never happen there, so he'll have to come up to a weight that he ain't been great at.
Maybe he been walking around at 160.
Bro, stop dreaming. This dude's wishing on a star.
His muscles was looking round in that black tight shirt, man. He was looking big.
He might
be putting on weight.
That man's a grandfather.
That
man's a grandfather. Let that sink in. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, listen, the man just doesn't age. You know what I mean? I bet you Floyd will go in there, still run you 10 miles like water.
Bro, this guy's crazy. I'm about to ask the poll right now, like, would you guys even actually want this fucking Canelo?
Bro, because what's changed from Canelo then and now, and the people who think that that was a great Canelo. So like, what's changed that anybody would be worried about Floyd losing in this fight? You know what I'm saying?
He slowed down, bro. What are you talking about?
So you're saying he's super slow? I mean, has Canelo slowed down?
Look up his age.
Okay,
because we talked about him the other day. We don't even know his age or the earlier. You tripping, man? You tripping?
And I'm not talking about maybe. Okay, look. Let me.
I don't even know what weight that fight can happen.
Let me simmer down for a little bit. Okay, let's say we're not talking about. Let's not say we're talking about like a title fight or anything like that.
It don't gotta be just a fight. It's dangerous to his health.
The super fight coming back, right? All right, let's say. Okay, let me put it to you even later down the line. Okay, these guys never see each other, right? But let's say, how much time do you give Canelo left on his career right now?
He said he fighting like till 37.
Shit, that's 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got hella time.
Yeah. Okay.
He had 11 fights.
That'll be the age would be a lot different at 5 years from now. I'm saying even if they would see each other.
How old is Floyd, man? How old is Floyd Mayweather Jr. right now? Somebody throw it in the chat. If you're coming to Border Wars.
Who's his champion? David Benavidez?
That's what Floyd's saying. Yeah, that's his champ. That's who he's crowning.
That's who he's crowning.
But it's like the Axiom said. He's trying to get another payday for PBC. That could be true. Two things could be true. He could feel like, yo, that's a good fight to make, And he also could be like, yo, this is a way to get him back on PBC, and we do that pay-per-view with Benavidez.
Yeah, because the way he's talking, man, it's just like, man, he has disdain for the man's skills. He easy work. I cooked him when I was 40. And then, like, I'm looking at Floyd with, because you get to see Floyd when he's in go mode. When he was leading up to the fights, you'd get to see that intensity that I saw at that press conference. It's almost like he was about to challenge him. So I'm just curious. Because he's always been in good shape. The guy is not like some of these legendary fighters, and all respect to them, Mike Tyson, and Holyfield. But what I'm saying is that these guys, got chubby, were out of shape, long periods of time, where they weren't in shape and stuff like that. Floyd's just been such a disciplined human being from his youth. He's been in shape, and up until now, I'm pretty sure that he still does a lot of anti-aging things and hyperbolic chambers and all that other stuff that he might have access to. I'm just saying that this is a special human being, and I'm not saying that it can happen because there's so many other things that can happen besides this fight, but he was talking like he still could give him the sauce.
I don't believe that. I think he was talking from when he gave him the sauce. I got Carlos Luna that says, how Tank too young at 23 to fight Loma and Canelo in his prime at 23. Mayweather double standards, laugh out loud. Yeah, because he's bringing up Tank, man. So he sees him,
Call him bringing up Tank. And this is one of these like fantasy fights. So probably we would want to see again. Who knows? Exhibition maybe when they're both retired on some Chavez and Acerio.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know. We put the poll out. Let's see if people would actually like it. We got Clay Scott. Clay.
Call him Clay coming through.
Clay Scott says, Canelo can't get down to 160, possibly not even 168 again. He will KO Benavidez and better be even 8. Bivol will make it to 12, maybe.
They always talk about Bivol being that guy that can make it or possibly win.
I don't know. I talked to Craig Richards a lot this weekend, and he feels like in a rematch he'll beat Bivol. He said, he got too lackadaisical, you know what I mean? But that he felt like the power ain't what everybody think. We got Fred Robinson that says, Ness, you have to get the opportunity to be great. How many champs are refusing to fight these guys? Nobody pushing GGG to fight Andre. But at least he's fighting Ryota, And I know you're going to say, yeah, Ryota won't fight Andre, but that's whose fault? You know what I mean? You're only as good as what you can negotiate. It's no one's fault that Triple G brings more to the table than Andre. And that gets him the Marotta Toyota Corolla fight.
And actually, that's to me it's a great move. I think business move for Triple G. Canelo's on his way to trying to conquer different markets. Yeah. He wants to fight out in China. If Triple G's able to make,
Japan,
the whole Asiatic region, and he's definitely trying to create a wave out there. I'm saying to myself, look at it like this: Triple G beats Ryota Marotta and Toyota
Corolla,
and then he goes on and he has a demographic out there with supporting him. I think that Triple G and Canelo, that's a fight that just needs to happen again. I know that I get shit from Ness and shit, saying Triple G, might not
counter punch.
Yes, I got counter punched.
Supermercados.
Yo, what up, Champy?
So, I think we're looking at this the wrong way. I don't think it's necessarily the legacy that feels threatened. I think Floyd is upset because that loss didn't diminish Canelo the way a loss would have diminished Floyd. If Floyd would have lost, I don't know that he'd be the same level he is now. And, because people would have watched it. He built everything on that undefeated resume. And so we hold him to a different standard. Canelo got absolutely schooled by Floyd, and it's almost like we forgot. People treat Canelo as if he's undefeated. And I think that's what bugs him if he knows if it was him, we'd shit all over Floyd, maybe even have forgotten about him had he ever lost to anyone. And for the way he beat Canelo, people just act like these days like that didn't happen. It's been so long though. So that's what I think he's more upset about. Not necessarily his legacy being threatened. I think his legacy is intact. He just, like I said, I think he just feels upset that there's a double standard when it comes to him and Canelo.
All right, Super Max, thanks for calling in. And I was sent by one of the producers a video where Canelo Alvarez is asked if he'll fight David Benavidez, and he says, no problem. So I don't know what people are talking about. I really don't. I really don't. We got Paper Chaser. Check your Skype messages. All right. Let's see. Okay, is this your super chat?
Super.
It's a super duper chat. It had to come via Skype message.
Damn.
Bro, this topic is so stupid. Chase Nello is not even tripping on this dumb-ish. It's Floyd and his weak-ass ego. The greater Canelo does, the better Floyd looks. Floyd should be praising Canelo. It only benefits him. Let's move on this topic. It's pointless. Back to Keith. Stop stealing his time with this Floyd nonsense.
Wow. Look at this guy. I get
that
it.
was Paper Chaser.
I get it. I mean, look, we want to talk about Keith Thurman. Why don't we talk about Dillian White? I mean, isn't he about to fight Tyson Fury?
Possibly.
I mean, how much longer are we waiting for my mans to get his shot? It's all my UK brethren.
I don't know. They're in open negotiations. Let's see what they can do. I got a Cash App. I mean, see what they can do in the negotiations tables, because right now it's free negotiations. If they can't come to an agreement, then it'll be like mandated or some shit, or go to purse bid. If David had a belt, would Canelo be 168 undisputed? Of course. Like, why do you guys keep acting like he can't beat David? That's so hilarious. David gets dropped by Ronald Graville, and we don't think Canelo can beat him. I mean, that's crazy. Look at these guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. He has been dropped.
By a lesser man?
By a lesser man, but this is boxing, and when you're a young fighter and, you get careless at times, that can happen.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I think, fighters mature, and I think David's on that boat. I still think that he would give Canelo a great fight, but I would really like to see him in there with someone else. I don't know how tied up the division is, but that's why I mentioned Caleb or somebody that would get somebody that I could compare him to. If he fights Caleb, and we get to see how he does in there with Caleb, or if he even beats Caleb, then we can then he can go ahead and say, listen, you need to give me this fight. You see how I did this. You fight another man's common opponent and you do better than he did. And, it's a claim. You got to go out there and say, I did it better. And, sometimes the public will back you on that, And especially if the opponent isn't all burnt out after the other fighters fought him. So I think that David Benavidez just needs to solidify that golden ticket by staking a claim on what he's done better than Canelo in the ring with another opponent. I just got to check out the division, see how it's moving around. But who's that? Who else?
Who else? Did we ever get to? Real since day one? You need to lock in that Floyd interview, Ness. Laugh out loud. We know it's hard, Taz, but that would be legendary. Nah, soon enough, man. I don't know. Did you guys check out my interview that I did? Well, not interview, but the podcast I did. I put it on the community page. My co-hosts were Paulie Malignaggi, Roxy Diaz, formerly from BET, and George Cambosos. They're putting it out in different parts. We did a few episodes with different big names in the sport, and it was really cool, man. I was a special guest on their podcast, but I got to be lead, which was dope. So, I was the fucking quarterback, man. So check me out. The link is on the community page. Share that shit. Here it goes right here. Let me screen share.
Yeah, man. Roxy Diaz from 106 in Park.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all remember.
Formerly.
2-time champ Paulie Malignaggi.
Yes, sir.
was on there.
So this is the link right here. It's on Fight Star TV YouTube channel, and it's so professionally done. Drop a comment, show your boy some love. Hopefully big things can come from this. And yeah, we're gonna get to the next super chat. We were just done with Real since day one. We got Sway in New York. What up, Sway? He says, do we know the order of mandatories in the lightweight division? WBA going to order Tank and Kambosos, and Bob claims WBO ordering Loma versus Kambosos. Yeah, but Loma versus Kambosos can't even happen until Loma versus Comey, which is Saturday. And then when that happens, they have to wait a year. Like, you can't just fight and then get I don't know. But Bob is, what is the WBO? What Bob orchestrates, organizes, orchestrates, orders, all that good stuff. You fill in the O. We got Los Nebulas.
Los Nebulas says,
whoa, look this. He says This is my hating $2 super chat. The ones Ness loves. Shout out to you. We got, actually, that makes your number 3. Time to ring the alarm. And we got up next, Sway back at us, numero dos. Brooklyn, he says, Floyd will fight Oscar again before fighting Canelo. He should do an exhibition with Oscar. Get that exhibition money. Get that. Exhibition he ain't trying to help Oscar eat, though. Julio Lopez up next says, you rather see Wilder versus Canelo than or versus Usyk than Floyd. Damn. He don't want Floyd back in that ring. I mean, he said you like me. You mean you like I, like you. Not I, you. Because I don't want to see fucking Wilder versus Canelo.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Look, this guy.
It's not happening, champ.
We got DSV. Keith versus Barrios. Ness, is it true? I don't know.
Yeah, we got wind of it yesterday, but we didn't.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That would make sense. PBC, it's on the inside. It happens, Barrios might have been promised another fight, taking on a risky fight like Gervonta Davis. So gonna say that wouldn't be out of this league.
For sure. We got Ayo Biz, who says,
Ayo Biz.
Ness, where's the Eddie podcast you posted? Yeah, bro, I'm not in charge of the editing and the releasing, man. The only message I have is if the Kambosos doesn't do good, we'll never see the Eddie. So make sure you share it. Hey, all right, we're going out to the phone lines. Let me open up these phone lines. You already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice shipping in right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation.
Let's go! I'm ready!
We ready.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Hey, can we get some 5-star reviews? We need some 5-star reviews, man. Show some love. It costs you nothing. Grab your iTunes app, open it up, and show some 5-star reviews. While you got your phone in your hand, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Let me see where we at, bro. I'm not even moving forward. Where we at? Bro, we got 130,552. We need about 450 more to get to that next goal, 31,000. Can we get there? Where's my soundbite?
Are you with me?
Come on, let's do it. All right, so we're going to go out to CYP. What up? CYP, first up.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
I always say, there's some people who say things because they really want to see Floyd take an L. I was mad at Doomy when he said that. Yeah, I'm telling you, they fought now. I think a lot of people will be happy to see Floyd lose that L. And I said, come on, my man. Like, it's got to be enough is enough. Because I be on the Latin fan base a lot. But this is the reason why I be on them. If y'all listen to me clearly, if y'all want to see a 44, 45, 46-year-old man jump up in the ring and get killed at a weight that he can't even make by Canelo just to make you feel better about your life, you're some fucking losers. So hopefully I'm not talking to that many of you. Hopefully y'all real sports fans and boxing fans that want to see Canelo keep doing great things that ain't got nothing to do with Floyd. But if not, y'all can EAD, and you know what that means, eat a dick. Because that shit is straight weird. Is it in you? CYP out.
CYP has such a sense of time.
What happened?
No, he always knows when his minute is almost up.
Nah, he's on point. You never could get him but to cut him.
But according to his, doubling back on his call, the chat doesn't feel like him. They do want to see a 44. Yo, I'm gonna have to look it up myself. You guys suck. Did anybody even try to help me find Floyd's age? Lord, because CYP just said 3 different ages. Now we need to really know. He is 5'8". Wow, age 44.
Yeah, that's what I said.
1977.
44, champ.
El Diablo.
And he looks like he's 35.
Yeah, I mean, so, if you really want to see we got a 12-month member. Shout out to Gil, the champ. Castle Hill Gil.
It's Castle Hill.
TBV's ambassador. He's been a member for 12 months, so he's celebrating 12 months of membership. And let me screenshot this. Gil on the real. Where's Gil? Boom. Gil celebrates 12 months of membership. And he says, Floyd ducked a lot. Came in overweight for the Juan Manuel Marquez fight. Drained Canelo. Fought a post-Margarito. What? Fought a post-Margarito Cotto. Okay. Fought a post-Juan Manuel Pac. His legacy is overrated. Now let's talk real boxing. The hell is Keith fighting? Look, everybody's resume could be picked apart, man. I don't agree with what you're saying. I think, his legacy, as you can see, it's hard to find someone that matches that damn thing. It's a good one. Alex Vega, what up?
Hey, you can come back to me, please.
All right. JT, New Orleans.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, Ness? What's up, Doomy?
What up?
I didn't get a topic. I just hopped on. So what we talking about?
Keith back January 29th, and we talking Floyd, jealous, bitter, Canelo.
I don't think Floyd is jealous and bitter of Canelo. I just think he's just tired of people bringing his name up with Canelo, because I think in the beginning though, they was like, Canelo can beat Floyd now. He should be able to beat Floyd now. And I actually think Canelo will beat Floyd now, just to be honest, but Floyd caught Canelo in his prime and he dusted him. So I mean, like, at the end of the day. But who is Keith Thurman fighting?
Rumor Abel Ramos or Mario Barrios.
That's right.
Well, Mario Barrios is the bigger name, but he haven't fought at 47. So I expect Keith Thurman to win that fight. But for Keith Thurman to come back, man, he got
we got Rider of the Storm celebrating 2 months of membership. Good morning, Ness and Doomy. Well, good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for using your free chat to say good morning.
Rider of the Storm.
He's storming in the ride. What's next? Who's next? Looking like Stainless. Damn. Are you in Florida.
Is he?
I don't know.
He's
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, Ness, Domi, what's up? TBV, what's good?
Damn, you sound tired. Champ, what's good?
Nah, man. I just got some really good green. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make that Florida trip.
Oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me, bro.
Man, you telling me, man. I'm sad about it, but baby, gotta eat, man. As far as this topic though, I don't think Floyd bitter. I think JT got it right. You know, as the only man to actually beat Canelo or had that W against him. Unfortunately for Floyd anyway, his name's gonna forever be linked with Canelo unless it happens again. So he probably is tired of getting asked the Canelo question. You know, especially when he's out trying to promote other fighters, and as much as he likes to promote himself, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he would get tired of getting asked that question every time that Canelo has a win, or Canelo has a fight coming up, or that Floyd's at a press conference or out in public. So I can understand how you get tired of that. And again, with the 44-year-old thing, I think you know, age, you know, Father Time is undefeated. So it might be a little past Floyd's prime to be trying to fight an active Canelo like that. But good show, man. Good to hear from y'all. And as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you a pendejo. Shout out to BRT.
BoxingVoice.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, first of all, yeah, shout out to Stainless, man. I was hoping to have him actually walk me out Saturday, so that was a bummer, but you know, he did an excellent job making the song. Shout out to him once again and the whole community. But yeah, man, like I said, I don't think it's necessarily Floyd being bitter towards Canelo, but towards the media and boxing fans. Because of something he did help create, don't get me wrong. But, you know, if a fighter loses, for the most part these days, we talk like they're finished, they're done. And I think if Floyd would have lost at any point in his career, we wouldn't think of him the same. He built his villain reputation off that. He wasn't that big of a draw when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He became the draw when he became the villain who couldn't be beat. And you know, I think he's more bitter towards the fans and the media for what they do. But that's my call.
All right, champ. Thank you for calling in. We got a super chat coming fresh right in, and that is from Rider of the Storm, who says Canelo should say the same thing. Floyd says, I'm not making other motherfuckers rich. No one wants to see Canelo beat a senior citizen. Old face emoji.
Senior citizen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, he's older, 44 years old. It's a 10-year difference, no? About a 10-year difference?
Something crazy.
Probably more than that. Jeez.
Let me get out to the postman. Javane, what up?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Another day, another podcast.
Cheers. I hear you. I wanted to touch on two things real quick. I agree with you, Dooms. I see Floyd getting bigger. He looks much stronger. I think he's trying to reach that 160 and call Canelo out. Y'all call it trash talking. I call it promotion. He's trying to get that fight. All right, and on the Keith Thurman tip, y'all don't think that's a cherry if he goes after Barrios?
Nah,
what
man.
Tank just did to him.
That's just what the doctor ordered. That's just what the doctor ordered. Keith ain't look good in a minute. He need this, and it's a good storyline because Barrios fought Tank, and Keith and Tank got something going on. Ellaby started that, so Keith want to finish it.
I don't know. I don't think it look good for Keith.
Ooh, Postman, $5 Cash App to get you another round on that. That didn't sound good.
It's all right.
Fuck it, man. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Let's go to James Benitez that says, Yo, Ness, we got a Gary Russell sitting. How are you gonna how you not gonna talk about that? Gary about to F something up. Oh, did he meant sighting? Did he mean we got a Gary Russell sighting?
Well, or
did he mean Gary Russell fighting?
Yeah, well, Gary Russell's fighting supposedly Magasayo, right?
Yeah, Magasayo.
Okay.
Ain't that the Philippine dude that beat Greer? Don't say that.
Pillow Man?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh, let's
Look up Maya Sagos. Give me his first name.
Magasaya. Let's go, champ.
Maya Sago.
Yeah. We actually did good with that name.
No, I only did good because you said it first. We got a counter punch. JT New Orleans.
Payday. You want payday. I know that.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, dude, whoever last caller said that he sounded crazy talking about Floyd trying to get up to 160. Up to 160 at 44 years old, that he never fought at 160, bulk up and fight a Canelo. That's ridiculous. But man, I actually lost. I forgot why I was counterpunch after I heard that craziness. But man, let's be real here, bro. Canelo need to fight these other young guys and stuff like that. He need to do his thing. I gave him respect for Caleb Plant because actually had Caleb Plant beating Canelo. But this Floyd topic, everybody, it sounds ridiculous. Keep bringing up Floyd and Canelo name. I feel like it's hate if you keep bringing up Floyd. Floyd is 44 years old. He did what he had to do already, and he's the promoter now, so he could talk about who he want to talk about. Canelo just need to stay in the sport and keep fighting these names and become great himself. Well, he's great already. That's my counterpunch.
All right.
He said he's crazy. Yo, but you see how he noticed? He is bulking up.
Yo, my Yasago's big as hell,
It's
though.
Mark. His name's Mark.
Oh, is it Mark?
Yeah, Mark.
Look at this picture the producer sent me of Mark next to what he makes look small. Showtime.
Oh, so he's taller than Showtime.
Look at this.
Yeah, Magsayo is
And who's he fighting again?
fighting Gary Russell Jr.
Nah, man, listen, you're not going, it don't matter who you are, you're not beating Gary like that. You gotta be Loma. You gotta hit Gary with mad combinations and hit him with angles. You ain't just gonna be some puncher. But I don't know this dude. I gotta check out his resume. Make sure this is not the Joshua Greer guy.
Joshua Greer? Nah, that's not the Joshua Greer guy. I mean, you look at his resume, you're probably familiar with maybe some of the Mexican fighters that he's fought. But definitely not Joshua Greer. You got, Pablo Cruz. Ring a bell?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Daniel Diaz, maybe. Jose Robles Olvera. That might have been.
So he's from the Philippines.
Yeah, these fights has happened probably.
He's 26, 16 KOs, about 70% knockout ratio.
I mean, look, he's not.
Julio Ceja. Okay. He knocked out Ceja. 10 rounds. Okay. Was Ceja coming off a loss?
I mean, he's a durable guy.
Ceja was coming off a few losses.
Yeah, he's durable. He's a durable dude. You can't. Don't even try it.
Oh, he beat Avalos.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to pick anything out there that's gonna really hit pop.
No, he beat a few names.
You know,
this will be his biggest fight. That's for sure. We'll see. I'm sticking with Gary. Gary's he's really good.
I think this is Gary's
really
comeback party. Giving him a good fight. Somebody that he can definitely make a claim after if he's victorious. So I think
bro, somehow this dude makes 126 though. That's crazy.
Yeah, dog.
That's crazy. We got DSV and compañía that says Loma overrated to went 12. What the fuck? Okay, Loma overrated 2. Went 12. Pedraza after Tank KO'd him. Got dropped by Linares. Devin schooled him. 10-2. Went 12 with Luke. When got him gone 15-2. The fuck? Oh my God. Help me with this.
When he had him gone.
You gonna have to say that in the mic, fam.
Yeah, I gotta shift over to you.
Nah, you can lean like if you on
He
the
said,
5 heartbeats.
I'll read it again, right? It says Loma overrated 2. Went 12 with Pedraza after Tank KO'd him. Got dropped by Linares. Devin schooled him 10-2. Went 12 with Luke when
got him gone.
Well, he had him gone. 15-2.
No, he didn't say he. He said when got him gone. I think
When
he
he
meant
had him
when
gone.
Ryan got him gone. Because Ryan got Luke out of there.
Well, my deciphering skill says otherwise. No.
But what is the 15-2?
Yeah, that I don't know what that is. Maybe he dialed the wrong number.
15-2 is Loma's record. WBO
Okay.
top ranked diet.
Ding, 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 ding.
These top ranked fighters got the same route.
Damn, it's called the diet for
No,
a
it's
reason.
a diet, bro.
Let's go diet face.
It's a diet, bro. And look, Shakur still ain't get who he got. Oh, Herring.
Yeah, he got Herring, man.
And, they, and,
gotta
and,
give him credit
and
for
when
Herring.
yeah, but when he does Shakur's, he's gonna say fought Herring, 34 years old, biggest name, Frampton, moved up from 118. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get it. The age is gonna be
no,
there.
like everything is a story. You know. Yeah, he did mean Ryan. Thanks for the super chat. Just to correct, you don't got to do that, but we appreciate it, dog.
Cheat.
Next up is, in the meantime, we got. Let me double check.
Yo, the loom is right
That
next
was
to me.
JT. So
JT.
now we got Troy in Baltimore. What's going on? Buenos dias.
Now, huh?
How you
Can you
doing,
hear me?
Troy? Yeah, start over. How are you?
Good. Yeah, bless up. Look, David Benavidez, as I told him when I interviewed him, he will not beat Canelo right now for 2 reasons. He's at 168. That's a tweener weight for guys who can't make 160 and are too small for 175. He probably walks around at 215. He's killing himself because he wants that fight with Canelo. What he should do is move to 175 and do all the things he could do at 175 and have Canelo come to him then. That'll be a much bigger and better fight for him because for right now he's killing himself. He can't beat him. And I told him this when I interviewed him. And Doomy, you made some mistakes, man, today. Holyfield's never out. Holyfield's never out of shape. You said, I think you said something about Tyson and Holyfield being out of shape or chubby. Holyfield's never out of shape ever. He's never once out of shape.
Is my mic on? Yeah. You're right. For the most part, Holyfield, comparatively to Tyson, never got that out of shape. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't in shape, as far as conditioning for fighting and all that.
He's 60, brother. He's 60. I mean, in his mind, he can still fight.
In his mind.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we got James Benitez that says, what you think about that Loma versus Shakur 2022? I mean, yeah, make it happen. You know what I mean? Make it happen before Loma gets too old because, according to CYP, a lot of Canelo fights are 34, 35, which, won't be his prime. How old is Loma right now?
It's got to be like 31.
You're crazy.
32. I mean, look, these guys.
You're absolutely tripping right now.
No, yeah, I mean, he came, what is he, 36, 37?
Right now. I'm almost there. 33.
Yeah.
And he's about to have a birthday, February.
All right, so he's going to be
he's
34.
old. And if it's 2022, it's 34. Same age Canelo gets criticized for fighting guys at. You know what I mean? Is that top rank diet?
Who's next?
D Nice says, yo, my bad, Papa. I can't write or spell today. Laugh out loud. I need to smoke. We gonna light up for you, man, because you sent that 20. Dub.
Call you lights. Yo, call him, light it up. Ness got this torch that I'm afraid to even use.
Yo, he knows he likes my office, bro.
Like, yo, no, the office is fly as hell.
He came in here. He's like, yo, how your chair got spinners? Yeah, I got spinner wheels on my chair.
He got some fucking cyborg chair.
I got astronaut cushion seats.
I thought my chair was cool.
You know what I'm saying?
His shit's gonna take off pretty
Bruh,
soon.
I went online and bought the bottom half of a fucking NASA ship seat just so my tush is right. You know what I'm saying?
Call him cyborg chair.
Cyborg, I built it from
Who's
the ground up. The ground up. Let's see. No, I do got some official wheels though. Like I could just be like on all sides of this fucking office in
His roller.
It's like Fast and the Furious wheels.
He has rollerblade wheels on his chair. Okay.
Javier Maldonado, Top Rank diet, laugh out loud. What happens when PBC fighters go against Top Rank? Ooh.
Cause I'm an island boy, just trying to make it. Oh, I'm
Island boy.
Oh my
hey, I'm
god.
just
Island boy.
They went platinum.
Island boy.
I'm just
Island boy. Yo, why is that? Why when I hear that, I think of Keem and Jordan somewhere. Keem about to curse me out. But y'all the two Floridians I know and shit. Nah, I'm from Florida now. Y'all word is born. That's me and Keem too. Nah, I'm fucking with you, Keem. Yo, best dad ever says, when you ask why Tank ain't fight Loma, ask why Loma ain't fight Devin. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Tomato. Floyd is Canelo's #1 trainer. Do me. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud.
Yo, tú estás fuera de serie, güey.
Hey. Translation.
You're out of pocket.
Oh. Who's up? Looking like Quavo. ATL. What up?
Oh, what up, man? Hey, I just was chiming in, man, about the Canelo shit.
We lost.
I said, man, he fucking up the divisions and shit. He the one started that franchise shit, man. That's all I got to say. Oh, yeah, and I don't think that Keith Barrios fight is a good fight, man. I think Barrios got a lot of good shit left in him. He should just stay at 140 and do his thing, man. That's my call.
Mario Barrios. Stay at 140.
All right. I like the Barrios fight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely like the Mario Barrios fight. Again, it's a PBC fight, easy to make. I think the production on it would be amazing. And it gives Mario Barrios a chance to still be in there with some champions. I know that taking on Gervonta Davis was a big risk for him. And, you know, I'm not saying it's a consolidation prize, but to still be in there and be able to get a fight with Keith Thurman it's a great opportunity. And I think the Keith Thurman fighting Mario Barrios on a comeback fight is the right fight for Keith Thurman right now, you know, especially coming back from a layoff. But I also think that it's a competitive fight for Keith Thurman to the point where I'm not upset as a consumer. I think that the fight turns out to be, you know, a good fight. And I think that both fighters will fight hard in this fight, you know, because both obviously also have some sort of thing to prove, you know, as far as what they got left in the boxing game. So, yeah, man, I got no problem with that. There's a couple other guys probably you could mention that, you know, Keith could come back to, but I think that this is, I'm not gonna say a safe fight to come back to, but it's a good fight to come back to, as you know, all across the board. But yeah, got any super chatties? Let's see. Checking the list. Crow list.
Do.
What fight do we have? What's Saturday, right?
Saturday we got a shitload of Loma. Loma Comey.
Let's talk about that, right? We're gonna wait.
We're going to Troy.
We're gonna try to give y'all that night show. We're gonna be touching down at the hotel, the Hyatt Place, and the Spring Hill Suites here in Lakeland, Florida. Border Wars 13. We're gonna be in the building. You know, Ness and I are gonna try to give you guys that you know, flagship show like always at 7 p.m. We're gonna touch down, talk to Mallory, the sales manager there at Spring Hill Suites, who's been taking care of us, making sure that the fight is gonna be received proper. and connect to that ether. You know what I mean? Give you the good connection. Hopefully, everything is there for us. So we'll be probably tuning in with you guys later. Talk some more boxing because I do want to talk about Richard Comey and Loma, because I didn't get to see Richard Comey really too much in that fight with Teofimo Lopez, but he's still showing that he got some dangerous power.
All right. Looks like we got Troy Graham who says, Ness, that PBC diet doesn't work for their fighters, just as Wilder, Plant, and Porter. They stepped out and got KO'd. DSV and Company with the fit $10. He says, and I'm putting money on Comey clipping this Loma fool. Come on, Loma, look like a giant compared to Gary in that fight. We all know any top lightweight smokes Gary. Island boy.
Wow.
3 surf emojis.
Crazy.
Yo, hilarious, bro.
Yo, Gary's a beast, man. Y'all don't forget.
Yeah, y'all just right word is born.
Y'all
Gary,
don't forgot.
I don't know. Gary even beat JoJo.
Bro, he out there in the woods.
That's why I still want the Devin Gary fight. Yo.
Nah, Devin's too big, bro.
Devin is big, but Gary obviously is big, bro. He's obviously big on fight night. Look, he handled JoJo. And I don't think he got hit as much as Devin.
Gotta look at it back.
Yeah, I gotta look at it back, but I don't
Gary
think...
was fast. No,
let me see if I can pull up some highlights. In the meantime, we got DSV. We said that. All right, so we're gonna go to Hawk, Maryland. What up?
Yo, what up, Ness? What up, Doobie?
What's good?
Cheap.
Ain't too much. I can't wait to see Keith come back. That'll be great. The Floyd thing. As far as everybody wanting to see that fight again, all they gotta do is go to YouTube, pull it up. You can watch it. Floyd beat him every time. Every time you watch it, Floyd will beat him. And as Floyd being shooting shots at him, I think it's more so Canelo came over there, got that $40 million, and they probably thought they would get another fight out of him. You know what I'm saying? And then get the other fight. Canelo always talking about going up. So maybe he's shooting shots for Al, maybe, but Al ain't going to say nothing. But Floyd being jealous, Floyd just opened up a skyscraper hotel with some billionaires. They just cut a ribbon last week. The joint like 100-something floors, all glass pools and swimming pools and everything, all the way up to the top. The dude ain't hurting for no bread, so he ain't jealous. I just think everybody praised Canelo so much, and he the only one who can shoot shots. He the only one that whipped his ass, and he beat him easy. So, he beat him easy. If you want to see the fight again, go to YouTube or go to Dazn, pull it up, and you can watch Floyd fight Canelo 100 times. Only thing is, Floyd beats him 100 times. That's my call, my man.
Let's go, champ.
All right, Hawk, thanks for calling in. Listen, look, this is a completely different fight, and that could be because Gary was a southpaw, and it's southpaw versus southpaw. But Gary, you kidding me, man? Yo, this fucking dude makes it hard to defend him because he fights once every 3 years, but at least he ain't Keith, man.
That's right.
This dude don't fight once every 3 and look bad. And I'm looking at these highlights. He was a monster in this fight, bro. Look at that. Solid defense. Yeah. Solid defense.
JoJo
crazy reflexes.
JoJo was touching them here and there.
Touching what? Gloves?
The body.
Gloves.
He's touching the body.
Gloves. Look at that.
But yeah, he was getting touched, but
he fucking clipped JoJo with that left right there. Oh, that was a body shot.
Yeah.
JoJo looked like he was the bigger man in this fight, but you see that?
Gary clipped him.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, he was fighting JoJo.
JoJo's a little animal though. He is. But look at that.
He was giving it right back.
Oh my God, I wish I could show this. This was go watch this fight, man. This is a good ass fight. That's what I'm saying. I still want Devin Gary, man. Gary got to get the hell out that 26-pound division. Shit boring right now. At least go to 35, man. I mean, that's where I want him at with Devin. Go to 30, though, if you don't want 26. I mean, if we tired of 26. Go fight at least Shakur. Get that Shakur fight, man. But look, the way he goes up and down, man. And that's what Devin did, except Devin did it with the right hand. You know, he stabbed, he jabbed, and then he stabbed with the right. He shot the right hand.
The Gary Russell JoJo fight is definitely a good watch.
Yo, he's throwing like 7-punch combinations, bro.
Yeah, no.
This kid's an animal. We got to counter punch. JT, what up?
Yo, Ness, I want y'all to answer this with a short answer though, so I can use my counterpunch. Who you feel like had more hate out of Canelo or Floyd when they was fighting?
Floyd.
Okay. What about you, Dummy?
Say this again.
Who gets more hate?
Who gets more hate, Canelo or Floyd?
Who had more hate? I mean, they both was at the top of the sport. Come on, Dummy.
Nah, I mean,
burning my counterpunch.
I'm gonna have to say Floyd, brother, Floyd.
All right, my thing is, I agree with you, Floyd, and I think that's why, like, even when he said it to Larry Merchant, he never get a fair shake. That's why I think he bitter, because Canelo is doing similar things to what Floyd was doing when he was in the sport. Even though Canelo is a bigger guy, he's doing, but it feel like Canelo get more love for what he was doing it. But then when Floyd was doing it, everybody was hating on Floyd. So that's why I think he always gonna have a little. If it's a bitterness, that's the reason why. Because he felt like when he was doing it, everybody was hating on him and stuff like that. He wasn't getting the same love Canelo getting. So that's some kind of bias to me. That's my counterpunch.
Yeah, but like he was doing what? Like Canelo's like the way he's being outspoken now? Like
No. He's talking about when Floyd was doing what Canelo was doing, he was receiving hate. Even Larry Merchant was like trying to downplay what he's saying, or what he's doing rather. And instead, Canelo's doing less than, but similar, and he's being praised. So if anything, that's where the bitterness comes, is what JT is saying. Okay. Is because he's like, you know, you guys are over glorifying what he's doing. When I was doing it, you didn't love it. You know what I mean? And I still, his resume still holds better. You know? So it just proves that he should have gotten the love he deserved. But you know, look, they never love you till you're gone. Jay-Z had the song, man, Fade to Black, man. That's how it is we appreciate you once you're gone, you know. But fortunately for Brandon, his community, they appreciate him while he's here.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that knows me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd, such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. Whoop! Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Bro, Gary was trying to stop JoJo, and he couldn't though. But he was trying to stop him.
Yeah, he ain't got the power.
Yo, Nez,
we hear you, champ.
Nez Domi, good morning. What's up, fellas?
Buenos dias, champy.
Who keep fighting, man? I just got on. I seen the title. Who he fighting on pay-per-view?
I think you was the one called it. They saying Abel Ramos, but also the flea flicker is
Mario Barrios.
That's right. I want Barrios. Give me that Barrios fight.
I'm cool with it. Let Ugas and Steady Owners get it in. Let Keith do his thing. All that is that's closing in the walls on old Errol Spence, man. He running out of options. What he gonna do? Fight Kujatulo? I think Kujatulo got to fight. So ain't so many places for the big fish to swim away now, man. So you gotta meet your death date, Errol. So yeah, let Keith do whatever you want to do. I'm not buying that shit though. Fuck Keith, but thank you, Keith, at the same time, because you're giving Errol Spence less options to run. So yeah, so all you Errol Spence fans, yeah, it's getting ugly for you niggas, man. He got to meet the Grim Reaper here soon. So that's my call, man.
Alex Vega.
Don't get hit with the crickets.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, man. Yeah, it's a big week in boxing once again. I mean, so many fights. Well, we got Lomachenko Comey, Conor Benn versus Chris Algieri, which I'm really interested in. Seeing if Algieri's going to take them all 12. I got some money on that. And what else is there? There's Showtime, right? Donaire versus Gaballo. That's his name, right?
Yeah,
And then, of course, Border Wars, which I'm definitely rolling through. Appreciate all the information, Doomsday, man. Appreciate that very much. What else am I going to say, man? With this whole Canelo and Mayweather thing, like, I'm just really sick of this topic, man, to be honest. Like, it's different eras. They had their different times. And it's like, man, just this whole ducking thing is just, I mean, you could, if you want to, you could point out each fighter, who they ducked, when they ducked, why they ducked. And it's like, man, like a dude like Canelo, like when he was coming up, man, he fought fights they didn't want him to fight. And it's
Chopped up on us, brother. Chopped on us.
All right, I got James Benitez. He says Keith gonna get talked about bad. Media gonna really be comparing his performance to Tank. The media gonna play Keith thinking Tank will spark him. That's good. Then we get that fight and we can make some money.
Yeah, that'd be a good name to have for Gervonta. If he wins.
What?
If he were to fight Keith, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a big fight, man. Compared to the pay-per-views he's been having, compared to Isaac Cruz, Keith is a step up.
That's Canelo style right there.
Oh yeah.
Well, as far as for Gervonta.
All right, who's up next? Looking like Stone Bone the Boomerang. What is up?
Boomy.
Boomity boom, 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 boom.
What up? So that is Keith gonna be the same as the Ugas card? They're gonna be the same card?
It's at January 29th. I don't know what Ugas at. This Dan Rayfield, formerly of ESPN, reporting.
Right. Man, I told y'all it's rough out there in the PBC wallet, man. Anybody that's making more than $1 million gonna have to fight on pay-per-view, man, if we like it or not.
That's crazy.
So,
they need to stop that. That's insane.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, they got me revisiting this. If we can't get this Earl fight, man, we might have to look at doing this Josh Taylor fight or something, man. All of this, we gotta do something, man. I don't know, man. This pay-per-view shit is just. What do we support it for? What do we support like networks for if only fights that's worth it, we got to buy them anyway. So we shouldn't even have like the monthly subscription.
JT, counterpunch.
Counterpunch.
Yo, Ness, what is this I heard or y'all know anything about it? Errol Spence and Ugas, that fight got refused?
Yeah, that's old news.
Oh. Well, I just saw that on one of the channels yesterday.
The WBA refused that because Ugas got to fight Stenonius. Then they was going to purse bid, but at the last hour, I think yesterday they came to an agreement to fight. So Ugas is going to fight Stenonius.
So why would the WBA refuse unifying? Why would they pick a mandatory over unifying the belts?
Excuse me? Why would they pick that over it?
Yeah.
Bro, because they corrupt. They got some sort of connection with Stenonius, man. And with that dude, Gabriel Marestres. I mean, corrupt is a strong word, but, they showing favor. They showing favor. Damn, Alex, you had your call all open. But, yeah, they obviously showing favor. But the truth is, they're going to stand behind the fact that they are cleaning up the belts. This is a mandate. Somehow Stenonius is some sort of regular, like they're doing a 4-man tournament to get rid of all the belts in the WBA sanctioning body. So they're gonna fake use that as their excuse. Looking like we got another one from James Benitez. Is that number Tress?
I think so, champ.
Let me double check. And I show C3.
Hey, all I see is
Shout out to James. Who we got? He said Gary would work Devin. Gary faster, more skilled, and probably stronger than Devin. No smoke, Bill. Admitted JoJo is tough. SOB. They want none of Gary. Doubt it. Doubt it. Listen, Gary definitely was going for it. Wow, he was fucking putting torque and massive power. But that goes to show how tough JoJo is. Like, man, he was taking them damn shots, and he took those to Devin too. I got Devin's highlights on too, and he did good. I actually right now they're showing the success of Diaz with that left. But Diaz made it ugly and tough. Shout out to Dazn. Their highlights are at 2.1 million. 2.1 million from a December 5th fight. So shout out to Dazn. And yeah, who we got next? Looking like Majid, Ohio. What is up?
Majid.
YouTube members and Patreon for something. As far as Canelo and Mayweather go, I was a hater of both, so I'ma just leave it alone and shit. But Keith Thurman coming back to fight whoever y'all said. I hope it's really not pay-per-view because like they killing the pockets with that shit. But I had a question for you, Ness. At 147, how long did the WBA end up in PBC's hands? Because when I heard that news, the first thing I was thinking is that they got to let another network, fight for those belts instead of just all this in-house letting each other get an opportunity, but not other people. So that shit with Ugas that happened, I feel like that was better for boxing. And 147 just got to shape up and show us something. And one more thing for that Canelo shit. I just feel like everybody just need to make these fights because you know how you said with Marquez's career and everything, they got accolades that these fighters don't have. They'll never have them if they don't fight other people other than Canelo. They need to hop off and make their own history. But that's all I got.
That is so true. So, shout out to JT for the 3 counter punches. You're the man, champ. Shout out to the whole back channel. It was their creation. We last left off on James, who talked about Keith Thurman, and then he's doubling up with Gary. DSV
Co says, bro, Gary fight like amateur, beat JoJo 7-5. Stop it.
I don't care. That was still he beat him. It was a good fight. So put him in there with Devin. But let's ring the alarm because DSV is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, and you're gonna get that bomb.
Got the 5 on it right now.
Yeah, he got 5 on it. We got James Benitez with another one. Let's see where James is at. I'm done. He probably on the bomb tip. Where we got? He got Doomy. JoJo ain't had ish for Gary.
And
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you definitely get the one more, and we drop the bomb on you like Funk Flex, man. You know how it
goes. DJ Funk Flex.
DJ Funk Flex in the building.
Y'all know nothing about that.
You don't know about that, babe.
All right, DJ Clue.
What you know about Drama King, man?
Drama
you know about
King.
K Slay?
Who know? Only a special breed knew about the K Slay. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go to Atlanta. Is this?
Okay, you flying.
C-Dub.
About to hit the wall.
What up?
Yo, what up? Shit, what's up, Ness? What's up, Domi?
Chilling,
champion.
What's up, man? Y'all had to come in, chime in on the Gary, man. That's a late topic. I got to touch it for 1 second. Gary, just leave him alone, man. If he's not going to go up from 126, how hard is it to ask the WBC, hey, let me get a shot at 130 title? How hard is it? It's not hard, man. I had to let Gary go.
But he knows where the title's at, though. It could be hard. It could become political. It could get to the brink of purse bid, and then Top Rank decides, all right, we're gonna negotiate Gary versus Oscar Valdez. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but it'll be like
bump in like that.
It'll be like Crawford Porter, that fight, the way that the WBO man did it.
Okay. And Canelo, he foreshadowed the ducking. Let me just hear me out. He said, and you said there's some BS when he said he's not gonna fight any more Mexicans.
But
he said that February 2019.
Show me the audio, because I got audio of him saying no problem to fighting Benavidez. Audio.
Okay, he maybe did, but in 2019 he's in. There's an article where he told ESPN he do not want to fight any more Mexicans.
Okay.
So David Benavidez dropped the ball and gave him a layup, or alley-oop, but so he didn't have to backtrack. But isn't Yildirim a Mexican?
Nah, Yildirim is from like fucking.
Yeah, I think he's Middle Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I could fact check that. Yeah. I mean, look, he had me going for a second. I'm like, damn, he might have been half Mexican or something.
He trains with Joel Diaz. That's about it. That was funny. Wow. If you're on Blog Talk and you feel like I didn't get to you, it's because you didn't press the numero one. The numero one. We're going out to Decatur, Georgia. What up?
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingWords.com. Hey, Daddy. Watching Thinking Man's game. This is dollar skill up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what BoxingWords.com.
TBV was at it, man.
What up?
Chee.
Man, everything coach at work listening to y'all, you know what I'm saying, trying to jump in on the call. Hey, I'll be down there in the morning, man.
Let's go. Chee.
Yeah, Border 13. Oh, my bad. Yeah, Border 13. If don't nobody know what I'm talking about, it's in Florida, Plant City. Get your ass there. Shout out to all the fighters. Who we talking about? Next?
Canelo, Floyd, the back and forth. Canelo responded with a retweet and some information. Obviously, we talking Keith being back in the ring January 29th. Possible names is Abel Ramos and Mario Barrios.
Dig it. For Thurman, yeah, that Barrios ain't bad, man. That's a nice little twist. As far as the money thing, man, this is just me personally. Man, money is not boxing no more. You understand me? So, ain't no need to argue or prove a point about nothing about money do. Let money do him, man. That man rich ain't doing shit. He got time to kick up dust. You understand me? For far as Canelo, Canelo, just do you, bruh. So, this is advice to everybody real quick. Do you, man. Stop worrying about the next cat. Don't worry, but just do you. What you say next, make your own lane, man. The shit kind of simple. It ain't hard at all, man. Shout out to everybody. Oh, yeah, you know it's Bud all day over here. Spit, bring that ass. I'm out.
Later. Lids low. We going to the boomerangs. We got Stone Bone. Boxel.
Stone Bone.
What up?
What up?
What up? Oh, damn, I ain't even see the article with the names. So you said it's between the name I've been telling you for how long this? How long I've been saying that name?
Long time.
And you said who the other dude? Who you said who? Oh, it's Barrios, right? Barrios. Coming off of the Tank knockout loss, go with my guy, man. Go with Abel. You know, so he can come on out here, Colorado, get that best training. Give Keith Thurman a good push. And if Earl ain't ready, we can go ahead and knock him out in the early summer. You know, going to dispatch of Keith. You see, they trying to compress his time frame to get Keith that fight, man. So I'm really feeling like Earl ain't ready for this fight. And Keith is trying to run towards it, man. So shout out to Keith, man. He willing to fight Bud when I don't think Earl is willing. Shout out to Keith, man. Let's go.
All right. Shout out to Majid that just sent us an article in Spanish. I'm going to have Doomy read it and let us know if the quote is from Canelo or was it like a Golden Boy rap or something like that. What do you see, Doomy? Are you ready? Don't jump to the mic if you're not ready. I don't know. I'm asking you. I haven't read it. You're the Spanish reader.
It's not on.
Well, I didn't have it on because I didn't know you was ready.
All right, Champy. Well, I'm going to read this article in Spanish first, and then I'll go ahead and translate it. De ser posible, la estrella del boxeo internacional Canelo Alvarez no quiere tener un rival mexicano más enfrente. A pesar de que mucha gente, incluida su promotora, Golden Boy Promotions, cree que el tijuanense Jaime Munguía se podría atravesar en su camino tarde o temprano. So, the article speaks, I'm going to translate it better. Okay, you ready here? Says, let me just get one of Ness's texts out of the way here. The superstar and international superstar, boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez says that he doesn't want to have a Mexican opponent in front of him. Even though a lot of people, including Golden Boy Promotions, feel like the Tijuana native Jaime Munguia could possibly get into the crosshairs in short time or later down the line. So that's what the article, the quote says. And yeah, that was a short quote. So basically what they're saying is that this article is saying this, and this is an article I think by Salvador Rodriguez. Salvador Rodriguez is that Canelo Alvarez, I guess, was in an interview, and he stated to this press or this outfit, this reporter, that he didn't want to fight any Mexicans. You know, he didn't want to have a Mexican opponent. So, you know, I mean, if he was quoted for it, Ness, and this is an ESPN article, then I'm gonna roll with it, I guess. You know, these are.
So they're quoting him.
But see, the thing is that I'm looking at the article in Spanish here. I don't know if this is part of a bigger article that you handed me, but I don't see no quotation marks. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if it's really him quoted, and if he was quoted, you know, the writer should at least included quotes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see quotes, but Stainless Boomerang. Actually, you gave it to Brandon, right? So y'all both on the line. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? Stainless took it.
Give it to Brandon, man. Give it to Brandon.
Give it to Brandon.
Brandon's the rest of the year, man.
Brandon.
Wow, she sneezed on my leg.
Yeah.
That's
how they ask for attention.
She's the best.
Yo.
We hear you.
Yeah, I ain't got too much else on the topic. Like I said, Errol Spence, yeah, ain't nowhere for you to run. So let's make that happen. It's going to be think about this, Ness. It's going to be a 2-fight type of ordeal, a fight of that magnitude. So that shit's going to take up the whole 2022. So we ain't got time to wait. I don't want this to drag into another year, so we need to get this happening.
So what I'm hearing, I just want to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and what I'm hearing is that you want Earl to fight Bud next.
I mean, ain't nowhere else for him to go. Ain't nowhere else for him to go.
And the way you're phrasing is nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. So you're just
nowhere to swim.
So you're
nowhere to swim, baby.
So you're just gonna eliminate and ignore the fact that he had a detached retina.
He say tune-ups for the people uncertain of themselves. I'm taking his word. He say he don't need tune-up.
Okay, no, look, as long as as long as you plan on giving full credit, I don't know.
Yeah, he said he don't need no tune-up, so he knows something. So
I don't know what you know.
Make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Can't swim nowhere else, man. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Bang, bang, Bud. Yeah, bang, bang, Bud gang for life. Fuck the ops. That's my call.
Yo, right now it's Butts time. Everybody that have Buds back from the beginning right now can stomp their feet and go.
Yeah, I mean he got a good win right now. Let me get to James Benitez with number 6. And he says, after Devin undisputes, because he beaten Kambosos, could Gary activate his champ status to get all the belts from Devin? Or is Devin scared to risk that? Dude, that's free money for Devin. You're tripping. Devin versus Gary, free money. I'm just saying. Now, it might end up being a little harder than what I think, especially based off watching both those fights, those highlights. But chill, man. The bigger man is still Devin. The younger man is still Devin. The active man is still Devin. Devin.
Yeah.
More Devin. Supermex says, first they agreed with Crawford about not fighting Spence after the eye surgery because no credit. But now they flip-flop again and they're begging for a
payday. You want payday?
Payday. You want payday. I know that.
I know that. I know that. I know that. Who's next? That is Rick. I think I got you now, right? I think we finally got it down pat. No?
You do, man. You do.
Oh, all right.
So I'm a little late. I'm a little late. I'm a little late to the party, man. What's going on with Thurman and the pay-per-view?
Thurman and a pay-per-view, it might be fighting versus Mario Barrios in Las Vegas, Saturday, January 29th. That means I'm going to be in that arena. Oh, we want to party. Tickets available on AXS.com.
I gotta let that one marinate a little bit. I'll see what's on the undercard. In terms of Canelo and Floyd, man.
Yo, the storyline is who does it better.
Mm-hmm.
Did Tank do it better or did Thurman do it better?
I guess we'll find out, won't we? Thurman got a lot of rust to knock off.
Yeah. He gonna knock the new Diamond Phillips off Barrios, though.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think he's gonna take that one for sure. With Canelo and Floyd, man, Canelo just needs to keep doing his thing. He's still got another at least 5 to 6 years. So, Floyd had his time. Let's put it this way. If Floyd thinks he's the same fighter, fucking get in the ring, let us all pay our dollars, make some more money. If not, fucking Canelo, keep doing your thing, and Floyd can keep protecting Tank. Man, I can't wait till Tank gets loose, man. I want to see that boy get loose and get in there. But anyways, Canelo just keep doing his thing, man. I wouldn't even pay too much attention to it. So people are always going to talk shit just like he got it. And he can't be talking about picking.
If you're on Blog Talk and you feel like we haven't gotten to you, it's because we haven't gotten to you because you haven't hit the numero uno. But that is all the boomerangs and Javier Caputillo. Shout out to you, champ. You're here every single day. And Doomy, that says, de ser posible is what Alex Reed. It means, if possible, I would not like to face another Mexican fighter. Thank you, Javier. So he never said he wouldn't. He said he would rather not, but he hasn't said he wouldn't. And now we have audio that he said he would absolutely fight David Benavidez. He says, no problem. No problem. That's who y'all want. That's who dies, man. It's who you want to die that dies. You know how it goes. Canelo is over here for great challenges. The thing is, Benavidez doesn't even got a belt. It would be good for him to get a belt.
He was up there after his
so that at least Canelo could give credit on his chase for greatness against Floyd, right? Because at least he'll go down as a 2-time former champ. Benavidez will. But new caller. Just when I thought we were over, they pull us back in.
My hash brown's stale, man.
Where you got hash browns? You always got hash browns. My man's carry hash browns in his luggage.
Got hash browns in
Where
the
the
bank.
fuck you get hash browns from? We got Corey in Philly, Texas.
What up, Ness?
What up?
What up?
Just real quick, man. I agree with the caller, and I got 2 quick questions. I agree with the caller where he said I think Floyd is just a little salty because when he was doing it, people hated on him, and now Canelo's doing it. He get a little more praise, but I like to see Floyd, focus more on his fighters and stop the nut stuff. Like it's just unnecessary nut stuff. Like just fight, get your fighters going. You great, we love you. You know what I mean? And I don't think you really need to pay attention to Canelo like that. Unless it's a fight with one of his fighters.
He making Canelo hot.
See the right, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just unnecessary. And the other guy said, "Oh, he opened up $1 billion hotels anywhere." Jealousy can come from anywhere. I know a fat 40-year-old dude worked at Planet Fitness, and he got more chicks than the young dude who was 25, who's assistant manager. Like that jealousy can come anywhere. He just mad. Damn, how this old fat dude getting chicks and I can't? Like that. You know what I mean? Like that go anywhere. And my last question: did you see the Conor Ben? I think it was 6 a.m. when I was in Texas, but I think like Philly, New York, East Coast time, it was like 5 a.m. Did you check that press conference this morning?
I did not.
Nope.
I did not. I will have to because I do like Conor Ben. I think he's a good,
Exciting fighter, bro.
a good fighter, and someone that I want to see in a big fight. And I'll tell you, I had this whole scenario. I won't even tell you who it was. It was a name, a manager of a fighter, of an American, you know, and it was Eddie. Right, I'm interviewing a potential fighter for Conor Ben that I believe. I won't say who. And then, you know, I'm like, yo, what do you think about this fight? Then I'm like, yo, Eddie, boop, you know, and I bring Eddie into it, and now I got them both. And then I didn't even post it because that was like, nah, we ain't doing that. That's a no-no. And I'm like, all right, you know, so you'll never know who it was. So, you know, this business is very, very, very murky, man. You know, they gang banging out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you from East LA, you got to rock with East LA. We got Young Profeta. JoJo said Gary had more pop than Devin.
Oh, what he said that after the fight?
Maybe they asked him. You know how it is. They probably, yo, you fought Gary Russell and you fought Devin. Who you think got more pop? Who you think hits harder, bro? And you know, he was like,
I already got some pop.
You know,
already got some pop.
We got D.A. James Benitez, damn, number 7.
Oh, hitting them with the Manny Pacquiao combos. James Benitez
says Ness. Gary gonna make that motherfucker look easy, man. You capping, but it's cool. I appreciate where'd it go?
You capping, but
appreciate the show. Yeah. Appreciate the show. Nah, you tripping if you really thinking you gonna pick a 126 pounder that's still at 126 pounds over Gary, over Devin. You're tripping. You're tripping right now. You're tripping.
Yeah, no,
tripping.
That's way too many advantages, I think, in weight,
who would you
size,
pick?
range. Devin, man. Devin.
What a load of bollocks.
Oh.
You talking about?
Oh, look at that guy. Yo, who's next? If you're on Blog Talk and you feel like we haven't gone to you, it's because you haven't pressed the number 1.
Back is killing me.
Oh, he can't hang with the big guys.
Nah, is it?
How you gonna listen? Let me tell you, Charlemagne does 5 a.m. Eastern.
No, wait a minute. But tell him why I'm uncomfortable. I'm not positioned right.
I'm just saying, you know, Charlemagne does 5 a.m. Eastern till 10 a.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, I could do a.
We gotta be the Breakfast Club of
I
boxing.
could do the same in your chair.
Don't look at the Nassau chair. You know? Chill.
No, I
Chill.
can see how you last.
Money. Cost me a lot of money to put this sucker together. You know, I might switch the other headphones too. These fuckers be like compressing the shit out of my head.
Call you compressed,
bro. I'm telling you, these things are like crazy time.
Anybody else on the queue?
Oh, he's ready to go. Yeah, he's ready to go. We didn't go to Keem in Florida.
No, we did not.
We didn't go to Keem in Florida.
No.
I know. Oh. Yo, Eddie was always the best promoter. That was him, karaoke.
That was fucking hilarious.
No Keem in the building. So we out. NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter.
You already know.
Never leave a man behind. We got a $2 super chat, usually a hater chat.
Showing some love?
Let's see.
Let's go, champ.
JD says, Floyd's jealous. Gervonta praises Canelo over him. That's not a hater super chat. That's true. That's true.
That's talking about somebody.
No, that's true. That's true because he made him stop wearing the Canelo gloves. That was crazy, man. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I thought that, but he said that he was picking against Gervonta.
Bro, yeah. Ellie Setback put out an interview and said that was a year ago.
Yeah, it was not now.
Yeah, it was not now. You know what I'm saying? But I get it.
Anybody else on there?
Yeah, you got James Benitez. Oh. That's number 8. Damn. He says, tell your man, get some heart and make Russell Devin. Bruh, all you got to do is you got to get people behind it because I don't want Bill.
Devin and Gary was already spoken.
Yeah, but it didn't get to happen. But the thing is, I don't want Bill to be getting called you trying to duck for your son. He should be fighting these 135. You trying to have him fight a 126 pounder.
Going that route is
they
not-
only going to fight Gary if nobody else at 135 wants to fight it. You already know that. Or Gary going to have to activate his WBC 126. Tell Mauricio he want to be great. Jump up 2 divisions like Mikey. Jump up 2 divisions like Kelberg. Jump up 2 divisions like Khan. Jump up 2 divisions like Canelo. Jump up 2 divisions like Pacquiao.
That's destined to lose.
Jump. Your little body. Jump up 2 divisions like
into the
General
pit of fire.
Rigondeaux. Jump up 2 Jump up 2 divisions like
Don't
General
short circuit
Rigondeaux.
on me, champ.
You know what I'm saying? Jump up 2 divisions like Canelo about to do the Macabre.
No,
Jump up 2 divisions. Be great. Be great.
Don't be great.
Do it.
'cause
Do it.
It's not a good
Activate
move.
the WBC status. Show that this ain't only a Mexican thing.
Call him Mexican.
Call up Mauricio. I see Mauricio this weekend is on and popping. I'm gonna be like, yo, Mauricio, because I seen him. And we talked about the franchise. I forgot about this will be my new question. Like, if Gary petitions, will you approve?
I don't know about that.
Will you approve?
That is not the route that I think Devin's trying to go through.
Well,
but the only is not really, because there is good fights to make.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Only if Devin don't get the Cambosos fight. Ain't no need to fight Tio right now. Tio got to come back safe and sound.
Safe and sound. Well, anybody else on the queue? Because
Yeah, on the queue,
jumped on
you
last
know
minute.
who is on the queue.
Tom
Is
Cruise.
J Matt. Is he back?
The Mac
but
attack.
in fact, does he know the topic? Do you know the topic of conversation?
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. You bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go and check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Ness, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, that's how it sound.
Straight.
What up, Tommy?
What up, Champy?
I know the topic. Really don't give a shit about the topic. I agree with Majid. Majid said all these fighters need to start striving for their own greatness. Stop running behind Doug Nello and all his excuses for his Floyd hate. I think Floyd is, like my brother said earlier, only speaking from a spot where Canelo get a lot of praise for stuff that he done right before him. But Floyd was hated most of his career, most of his money-making career at least. And they praised the drug chief and give him nothing but praise. No matter what Canelo does, he just get praise after praise. So that's why these guys need to just move on and stop fighting. I might as well get my calls back to back. I think I heard Brandon say something about 2 fights. There ain't gonna be no 2 fights with Spence, man. Bud gonna stop Spence. He gonna stop him in a in a dominating fashion. And then all y'all gonna come with the excuses. It was the car. It was the eye surgery. It's been nothing. None of those. He been capable. Bud told that man face to face that he was gonna stop him. Back then the excuse was gonna be he was too weak because he was weight drained. So it's a built-in excuse. Spence finally needs to stop ducking that fade and he'll go ahead and get that medicine. As far as Keek in this fight, man, I don't really care. I don't care if it's Keek, then Spence, then Keek. Just be bust up and all the motherfuckers. Mr. Benavidez, not Benavidez, Jamie Benavidez. I bet you ain't gonna put no money up on Gary Russell and Devin. You know I'm already hunting on you for some bets. You're doing all this typing and calling in super chat and shit, but you ain't gonna put no money up on that fight. I got 500 on Devin, beating the shit out of Gary. No fight Russell. That's my call.
Well, damn. We got Otis that says, why doesn't Gary unify? Well, most of the champions are on the top rank side, and that's just hard to do. He's going to have to activate the WBC, and then, they'll have to threaten the purse bid. And obviously, Al would bid high to get a Gary Russell Valdez fight because that would do numbers. And those guys don't get paid $5 million each, so you could definitely bid high, get that fight, do under 500,000 pay-per-views, and be good. Gary versus Oscar is the green print. It would be great. Gary would be activating his 126 WBC status, moving up to 130, challenging the Oscar Valdez WBC champion. And then, you got the implications of a possible Shakur Stevenson fight down the line. That's the fight I want. I want that. I like that. But I think that is everybody now. So it's time to go. If you don't know, now you know.
You already
Catch
know.
us on the next show.
You already know. It's Alex Doomsday Linez. That's Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG. You got me on Twitter, Alex Linez TBV. TikTok. I might be busting some new dance moves.
Oh,
You know
he
what I'm
busting
saying?
dance moves
So,
on the Talkster.
On the TikToky. And you don't stoppy. And man, this is TBV, the boxing voice. If you just tuned in for the first time, you liked what you were listening to, you know what you got to do.
Brandon hilarious. Brandon posts the fight
So you just
poster
gotta cut him.
on the back call instead of on the IG. You and Brandon, y'all come from the same school of social marketing.
You see this guy? Look at this guy.
These guys post on like the weirdest places other than the fucking channel that like needs to be out there.
Is that we know how to tweak the algorithm.
Tweak the
Dun,
algorithm.
dun.
You are an algorithm.
I am.
You're plugged into the matrix. This
Call
guy.
Call me Keanu Reeves, because I'm hitting you with the... Hold on. There it goes. All right. Stopping the bullets. But yeah, TBV, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that bell, because if it ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning or any other time we go live. And yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to hard stop it right there.
Hard stop it. You keep
Let's
interrupting
go.
me.
Yo,
Might
this
as-
is in studio. It's not interrupt when you're together.
no, what?
Your mic doesn't cancel out when you're in here. They hear you.
This guy's,
No, seriously, they hear you. We're in the same mixer, right? We're like,
Oh, I'm used to my mic.
and that's what I'm saying. You
I
won't
get
get
cut off.
canceled. No, it's
I
a
get-
conversation when you're in studio.
Much different.
Call you that's not proper podcast etiquette. Just
Yeah, boom.
you just busted eardrums around the globe.
You bust eardrums every morning.
Oh, yo, we're gonna end this poll. Over 550 something votes. We got 561 votes. Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo 2. Would you buy it? Yes, of course. 53% of the people still want to see Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo rematch. And then you got 34% to say no, Floyd is too old. And 13% say don't do it, May. You will die. And James Benitez said, give me 2 boom bombs and the horn. Plus the fucking gunshots. 10 super chats. Let's go. Came through with another one and he said, Leo been protective custody from Gary. That's true. But I mean, you really can't say that when he fought the bigger danger in Gary Russell Jr. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. He fought the more dangerous fighter in Gary Russell Jr. But all right, now it is officially time to say goodbye to all the boxing fans around the globe. We'll be back. We've been doing Border Wars shows every day. Border Wars weigh-ins will be streamed live Friday at 6 p.m. And then we'll have the fights streamed live at 6 p.m. Saturday. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci, NESGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.
Cheers.